So what's going on, guys? How's it going? Welcome to Monday. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a good weekend. Pretty good for me. Lots of new changes. Some of it good, some of it not so good. But yeah, man, one of those weekends just flying by yet again. But yeah, let me see. Do I have anything interesting going on here? Sorry, let me just duck out of this for a second. Yeah. So, there we go. Just doing some last second prep there. So, yeah, so when we last were talking, last Friday, if you guys remember, let's see if I can bring this up here. Should show up. When I was showing the high score tables, it was only showing like 4 values. And as I mentioned, I got some email from the guy that wrote the plugin right before I started doing the broadcast. And he showed me a fix, but it required like a tremendous amount of tweaking. But let's see. So now it takes longer to load, which I'm going to have to look into. But check it out. I actually got all my scores loaded now, which is good. Let's see. Oh, I'm right at the bottom. There you go. So yeah, and so now it's loading like all these different values, right? And it's doing the same thing. It takes about 8 seconds to load the whole list, and I'm hoping that's just a flat value. I hope it's not one of those things that when more people start playing and the leaderboard starts increasing in size, that it grows with it. I'm hoping that's not the case, but I guess time will tell on that one. But yeah, I'm happy I got that. So the catch was, if you guys remember, I was still in Unity 5.6 land, and if anyone noticed, we went from a borderline black editor to a gray shade, which means that I have moved up to Unity 2018, which I had to do because the the Kombu plugin required 2017 or higher. So I had to let go of Unity 5. And had some major headaches over the weekend trying to get everything adjusted, plugged in, fixed, all that kind of fun stuff. But we seem to be doing okay now. Actually, bear with me one sec. I lost my text over on this side. Let's see if I can get this back. Alright, sorry, I'm going to drag this out for a second so I can expand my window here. There it goes. Yeah, OBS Streamlabs has a quirk where if you size it a certain point, it will actually hide your text chat window no matter what you do. So I got to make sure I have it the right size, but there we go. So yeah, so there was a lot of painful moments over the weekend trying to migrate from Unity 5.6.6 all the way up to Unity 2018. Not as many headaches as I feared. You know, there weren't tremendous breaks, but there was definitely some stuff that went boom in the process. But the good news is I am up to speed on 2018. The bad news is anyone that's integrated Google Play into their Android app in Unity knows that, you know, if it all drops into place and everything works, then, you know, it's like magic. It's just done. But if anything goes wrong, it's a nightmare. And I think the only thing worse is when you have Google Play actually working, excuse me, and then you come back only to find out it's not working again. And that's what I'm facing now. It's really frustrating, but I've got these cryptic errors, and I've already spent all morning and part of yesterday trying to resolve that issue. And I don't know if I'm going to have much luck anytime soon. But, you know, I'll show you the, not that any of you guys out there are going to have any simple answers for me. But, yeah, so this is what I'm seeing on the actual Android device that I'm playing it on. And I hit this point where it says exception launching token request, Java lang class not found exception. And I found like 20 different, 20 different responses in Google, right, where all these people have these different suggestions on how to address this, and it's kind of funny because none of them are the same. Everyone has a different approach to everything, and I've pretty much tried all of them, and so far, none of them have actually kicked in and worked for me. I mean, it seems to imply that it's missing, one of the classes or something, but as of now, I haven't been able to figure it out. So, anyways, I don't think I'm going to jump into that, at least not yet, unless I run out of other tasks to do. Just because, you know, the catch is I have to actually send it over onto the Android device. And, yeah, I don't know if you can hear my alarm system outside the door there. We're actually house sitting for a couple of friends' dogs, so we got like a party going on there, a canine celebration, so I apologize in advance if you hear lots of woofing outside the door. But, you know, that's all right. Just make sure you guys are staying awake. Make sure I'm staying awake. Excuse me. Yeah, speaking of, the dogs would keep me awake. Anyways, yeah, I could use more sleep. But, so this is something that I'm going to have to address, but I don't think I'm going to try and tackle it right now. It's going to be a challenge, I'm afraid. You know, I mean, it's the proverbial needle in a haystack. I mean, it could be any number of things, and, like, none of them seem to be the right answer yet. So I'll keep hunting, but I won't subject you guys to that. Which is a bummer because I'm down to only a couple items left on my to-do list. I mean, it really has shrunk, and it's just doubly frustrating because, you know, I thought I was in the clear on that one because Google Play was working nicely before. And what I'm using that for is for validation of the account, right? And it's nice because I can just do it. Let me log out here. I'll show you. If I just log out and then we come back on, it'll come up, and I've got this revised a little bit, just simplified. Should come up there. So now your choices are just, you know, connect with Google Play or just play as a guest. And the benefit of the Google Play, of course, is the fact that, you know, any device you have that has your account registered on it under Google Play, you can start playing Volley Village and pick up where you left off. You know, so your account is portable, right? It switches from machine device to device, which is fantastic. But that's all I'm using it for, right? I'm not using I'm not using the Google Cloud. I'm not using the multiplayer. I'm not using any of the features of Google Play. I'm just using it for the registration of the player, and I'm striking out, which is just killing me because, I mean, it's just, I need that one simple thing, you know, so it allows the portability. But if I don't get it worked out, and if I address the other things on my to-do list, then I may actually knock this out for the moment and just kind of revisit it and force everyone to play in guest accounts in the beta version, which would be frustrating. I really want that plugged in, but I mean, if I'm not getting it working, then it's just not going to happen. But so in the meantime, if we play as guest, that's working fine. As you can see, by default you get 100 coins, but I threw myself a ton of coins just so I have that all set up and ready to go. So I can play matches without having to worry about having any issues of running out of coins. Because, oh, the other thing too is I did break, I was not able to do builds because I went from the standard Android, here we go. So when I was doing 5.6, the Gradle builds in Unity 5.6 is more of an experimental thing. But here we are in 2018, Gradle is now sort of the default choice, right? If you look, my internal build, which what I've been using for years, is now listed as depreciated. So I had to go to Gradle, and in the process, that actually broke my my ironSource plugin. And ironSource is handling all my my ad network stuff, all my mediation on the ads, and just all my ad stuff in general. So I've actually had to knock that out for the moment. So if I click on this, it's probably just going to come up with an error. Or, no, you know what? Actually, no, it's not, because when I took out, I had to delete the ironSource plugin, which I will add that back in. Probably not today. I don't know if that's going to be a fun thing to slog through for you guys. But, let me re-add ironSource. So right now, I just had to go through and actually mark out all the ad network stuff. So if I hit one of these guys, if I hit that, it's probably going to do a bunch of nothing. Yeah, it says request to show reward a video, and then it hits, excuse me, then it hits a bunch of remarked out code, so it's not going to do much of nothing at the moment. That works because that's all internal. But then the offer wall, which is actually, yeah, no, that's actually through ironSource as well. So both of these are knocked out at the moment because of the upgrade from 5.6 to 2018. Excuse me. I believe I can get that fixed. It was just, I was hoping that I could do it without having to do like a full uninstall, reinstall, but that didn't happen. But I will revisit that. So what I still have to plug away on is the selecting icons. And then, of course, finally is this feature where if I hit this, it says you need to earn the cards. Excuse me. And I haven't implemented the magic unlock cards yet. So those are the two things that I can still work on in the meantime. Let's see. I'm not sure which one I'm going to tackle first. Excuse me. I guess I could go ahead and focus on the icon stuff since I made good headway on that one before, and I guess I can progress onward with that. So that will be my initial task here. Let me see. How am I? Oh, let me double check how I'm kicking that off, so I can hunt that faster. So, but okay, so that's me talking a ton. How you guys doing? O's Hafnife. Wow, transitions look good. Just started watching. Welcome, man. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to butcher your name there. Oz Hanife. Hi, Hanife? I hope I got that right. I'll just call you Oz. I can't mess up Oz, right? Thanks, man. Thanks for the compliments. Thanks for the compliments on the transitions there. Yeah. Welcome. Thanks for coming in and hanging out. I'll give you a quick rundown. You could just say Effie. Effie. That works too. Cool. What's up, Effie? Alright, so let me explain real quick for anyone else that's coming and hanging out, any guys just hanging in the background. Volley Village is a mobile game I'm currently developing, been working on for an eternity, and I'm like on the verge of getting this puppy out the door and wrapped up. But in a nutshell, Volley Village is, imagine Angry Birds and Battleship kind of mixed up and together. So let me go full screen here so you guys get a better sense. Play one player game. So Angry Birds, traditional kind of style, you bring your finger back to target, right? Here's your velocity, here's your direction, and I'll aim over here and fire. Now, as you may have noticed already, we're not taking turns. This is not turn-based. This is actually real-time, which I think is already a little bit of a novelty compared to a lot of the other stuff out here. Now, these pop-up crates will come up. They're random, and whoever shoots it first scores it. Let's see if I can hit it right off the bat. I missed. Let me take another stab at it. That should do it. There it goes. Now, you see the villagers. My opponent's villagers got put to sleep. The stop sign means, snooze for the other villagers. So, for 15 seconds, and I got 7 seconds left, talking too much instead of firing. But, so he can just sit there helplessly and watch as I wail away on him. So those little power-ups are kind of crucial, and you're in the middle of a match. And as you see, he actually sent out villagers to repair buildings. I can do the same, but the catch is, you see here, here's my reload meter. So if I fire, right, you can see how the speed is, right? Oops. Let me put him to sleep again. Hang tight here. There it goes. Knocked him out again. So if I send all 4 guys out, right, and I can fire once, but now you see my reload meter stuck because, hey, you did a follow. Thanks, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Oh, I got my alert box turned off again. That's like not saving. That's really weird. I'm sorry, I didn't even see that pop up, but thank you so much for the follow, buddy. Alright, so as I was saying, so I can't fire because all my guys are out repairing buildings. So you can split the difference, and if I put out 2 to repair buildings and then 2 to actually reload, you can see the meter's now going like twice as slow because there's only 2 guys instead of the 4 there to reload the meter. Right? Oh, and then when you miss, that doesn't help. Alright, so he's going after that power-up you can see there, the little cloud bank. And what that'll do is actually cover his buildings in fog for 15 seconds. You know what? I'm going to bring all my guys back. I want more faster firepower versus... There he goes. Ah, doesn't matter. I got him anyways. So he got the fog bank, but I know roughly where his building is, so I can finish him off. Oh, and I missed. Uh-oh. And he's just about to repair a building, and if he does it in time... Yeah, see that little meter right there? So now his force field pops back up. So let me take out that building again. So actually the fog bank worked for him that time. I couldn't hit his target there. That should do it. There. Oh, no. I was just short. I was getting too boastful. That's game over. There it is. So that's it. And then the island is sink. And then you see the sharks in the background that start chasing the villagers away. There he goes. So they start going after him. They have to swim for their lives. There he goes. So that's the game in a nutshell. Gives you a quick rundown. I also say it's Angry Birds meets Battleship because you can actually customize the layout. So let me show you that real quick. You can come in the editor and you can either just hit randomize if you want to just throw the buildings quickly, or you can clear it all out and you actually load the stuff piece by piece. So if you have this ideal mindset of what the perfect layout is, not a problem, man. Just drop it wherever you want. Put the buildings exactly what you think is perfect. All the buildings can be placed anywhere with the exception of the gun tower. Gun tower, I limit you to these 4 spaces down at the bottom because 2 reasons. Number one, I don't want you to cheat, and put the gun tower right in front of one of these little towers, and your force field block it, so it'd be impossible to ever hit it. That's kind of a cheat. Number two, I don't want you to put it too far to the side and have a situation where you physically can't reach one of the opponent's buildings on the far side. So by keeping you limited to these 4 spaces, I kind of knock out both of those potential possibilities. So, but once you get all the pieces in place, like that, you can just hit save, and hit one of these empty slots, boom, and then you're done, right? So that's all saved and ready to go. Let me do the tech fix here. There it goes. Okay. So that, in a nutshell, that's basically the idea of, and then you can customize with the characters. When you start off a game, you begin with just the regular warrior character, right? And that's your basic one. And over time, you can, when you play random matches, you win these unlock cards. And once you unlock one of these characters, you can actually just spend coins to recruit the character. You can see there's a slight difference in performance, but it's really, really minor. It's much more of a cosmetic thing. I just want you to feel like there's a sense of some kind of incremental improvement. But by and large, it really is just sort of like a visual style change, right? It's not one of those things that you can unlock the best player and then just suddenly destroy everyone else. That's not the game I'm making. I'm not a pay-to-win fan, so that's not what I'm doing. And then also launchers as well. Excuse me. As you can see, you start with the regular catapult, which is what you saw in the game a second ago. And then over time, you can win the cards that unlock these characters. And then in this case, you actually spend gems versus the coins. And the gems allow you to unlock these characters. And once again, cosmetic fix. This really doesn't change the gameplay. They're just kind of these fun, goofy characters. I'm partial to the dragon. I think he's kind of cool. He has some fun animations. But as a reward, you also, when you play random matches, you get a bonus coins. And the coins come about with the amount of destruction you unleash upon your opponent. So the more things you destroy of your opponent's buildings and the corn, the hay, and the sheep, the more coins you win. So, and then this will give you an additional bonus on top of that. So that is the game in a nutshell. I hope that makes sense. And then what I was working on trying to finish up is I also have these little icons, and that's the thing I'm trying to get knocked out. That's what one of the few remaining things on my to-do list. And where that'll come into play is when you play an online match, which I can show you real quick here. Let me fire up a second iteration here. Go over to builds, 1 sec. Alright. Let me do a 1280-720, so it's not too humongous. That's still pretty big. Okay. So at this point, now I have this just like the PC executable version. And I have this one in Android mode, and that's one nice thing about it too, is that it's online multiplayer cross-platform. So it doesn't matter what device you're on. iOS, Android, PC, or Mac, you'll be able to play against any other opponent. So let me set up a online match. You can challenge friends, or you can do a random match. In this case, I'll do random since I'm the only one that's online. I know I'll be playing myself here. So I'll start with that one, I'll start with that one, and then you'll see these guys there. So you can see how they're playing each other. Forgive me for this little number at the bottom of the screen. I'm using AWS, Amazon's web service, and I was having issues with the server and server time, which is how I actually address all my shots. So I have this up here, and I'm waiting to see if that bug pops up again, because it's extremely rare. But I'm just trying to see if it comes around again. So these numbers at the bottom just to give me a quick insight in case that pops up again. But I might have actually fixed it. So if that doesn't come up over time, I may actually just consider it done. Alright, so as you saw in the beginning, the two characters were facing off against each other, doing little taunts to each other. That comes up at the beginning of an online match and at the end. So what I'll do is I'll burn through this match real quick, and I'll show you how the end result works. Oh, and then what I was going to say too is when you do that, when you're on that match screen, the versus player screen before the game starts, I also want that you have an icon badge, right? And that's the thing that I need to finish. So I'm going to have 25 different badges that you unlock over time, and with the characters doing different poses. So it's just sort of like just something to personalize, you know, and sort of like define who you are as a player, that kind of thing. Let's see. I'm running out of room here. These artworks and concept is really promising. Oh, thank you. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. What you see here was actually done by me. The character designs I worked on originally, but I didn't like where it's going, so there's a very talented artist named Daniel Thomas that I contacted, who I've worked with before in some of my previous games, and I got him to help me out. And actually, did I hit that? Okay, good. And redo my character designs for me. So unfortunately, I don't have enough money right now to hire him to do the full design, so I just had him do the designs, and I built the characters off that. But all right, so real quick, there he goes. So I'm gonna say I'll be disrespectful. If I can bring this one back in time, I'll say he's respectful. And you can see he's like, you know, thumbs down. Oh, yeah, you saw the hat. If you saw that, that broke. I've actually fixed that. I just haven't done a new PC build. So had I left the camera on this one, you would have seen the hat actually move correctly. That was just a Mechanim issue, but that's been addressed. But yeah, Efe, thank you, man. Thanks for the kind words. Appreciate that. Yeah. As I mentioned, I've been working on this game for, I mean, there's at least a year and a half worth of development time in this, stretched out over 3 years. I also do freelance animation work, which kind of kills that schedule, which is why when I say it's 3 years in the making, people kind of go, wow, seriously? But no, it's more like a year and a half worth of actual time devoted to it, you know, when I'm not getting distracted by freelance work. So, but there you go. So what I want to have here too is, I don't know if I have them pop up at the end of play, but at least in the beginning of play when the match is starting, I want the icons to, you know, like sit right here and then right here on both sides, so you can actually see, like, get a sense of who the player might be in terms of attitude. Excuse me. So, and I'll bring that up real quick. In this icon selection, there it goes. And let me hide. Where's my main menu? I'm getting it. I have to get used to the color schemes because I've been using Uni 5.6 for so long, and they change everything, so I have to get used to that again. But yeah, so these are the icons. These are things. So you choose one of these, and then it appears here. And then when you play the online matches, this will pop up. You know, so. There you go. So that is the quick synopsis of what Valley Village is all about. If you guys are curious, let me get my blatant plugs. I should always start this when I start my stream. Start with the plugs, right? So let me do that real quick. If you're an Android user and you want to check the game out, I actually have a beta version. So if you go right there, there you go. You can actually try it out on Google Play right now. It's a slightly older build, and I apologize about that, but you can still, most of the most of the features you see in this, what I just demoed, are present in that build. But I will be updating that very soon. I was supposed to get it done over the weekend, but I had so many technical difficulties that I didn't really get around to it, but I will be doing that shortly. If you're not an Android user, and I don't have an iOS build yet, but that is coming up pretty soon, and I will have that set up with TestFlight. So if you'd like to try an iOS, just keep hanging out, and I will give some updates on that. But in the meantime, you can actually come to my website, which is right there, Scary Robot. I have a web version of Valley Village. Now that one's a slightly even older build, but give it a look if you want to play it just from a web browser. You can actually play 2 players. One plays the keyboard, one plays the mouse. And also, you know what? I say this, but I don't even have it up. Let me say I got my Discord going as well. But sorry, I was so frantic trying to deal with that Google Play stuff this morning that it didn't even get my Discord up and running. But there it is. So if you want to reach me outside of when I'm doing my Twitch streams, you can always say hey to me on my Discord, which is right there. All right. And then last but not least, well, last and least, because I don't use it nearly as much. If you want to give me a shout on Twitter, you can use that. But True Confessions, I'm not a big Twitter user. I have the account, but I kind of neglect it. So the key thing is obviously if you want to hang out with me here on Twitch, I'm very accessible. Or outside of that time frame, just hit me up on Discord, join my server in there, and you can talk to me about anything you want on this stuff. So there you go. So what I'm going to focus on now is, I guess first thing I got to do is actually tell it to actually pull this in. So let me go ahead and get this out of the way. Alright, get this giant prefab moved out. And then turn these guys back on. Alright. So there you go. That's the game in a quick, brief summary. Okay, so what I'm going to focus on here. I feel you, since we, as a company working on a game for 2 years, and we have long time explaining how things work when developing games. Yeah, thanks. Well, dude, give me some context. Tell me some stuff about yours. I'd love to hear about what games you're working on, and I'm also, you say we, so that implies you have more than one person, so I'm automatically envious of you if you actually have a true team. I look forward to having a game successful enough that I can truly be a team. Because I would love to offload. I mean, I've joked before that I'm mostly an artist, and I'm a quasi programmer, self-taught. So I would love to get some help, when the time is right, when I can actually afford to get people on board. So yeah, if you actually have a team, automatically, yeah, I'm envious. All right, so then what I want to figure out is what am I doing here? I'm gonna figure out where this guy goes to. Our game is similar to Binding of Isaac. Oh, nice. And Enter the Gungeon. Cool. Nice. Okay. Yeah, that's those are some fun games for sure. That's awesome. Yeah, if you want to share a link, man, I'm all for that. If you want to throw something up there, I'll be happy to take a look at it. I have no problem to share my stream with other guys making games. Because this thing gets tiring after a while. Everyone's staring at the same stuff, so I don't mind mixing it up with other people's work as well. Alright, I had to figure out where this is going. Toggle selection menu. That's what I want. Alright. This is, main menu. Wow. And I got this thing actually doing some strange stuff too. Now it's like, whenever I click on a script, it seems like, Visual Studio is kicking up new iterations every time. Yeah, I'll save that. That's probably gonna break stuff. No. There he goes. Alright, let's try this again. Come on, there it goes. I'm a newcomer in this company and not confident with giving name. Oh no, that's totally fine, dude. I can appreciate that fact. As I said, I've been doing animation. Your work is greater than ours. I don't know about that, man. That's very kind. I appreciate that, but I think it's the old adage is you have to run your own race. I use that term a lot because I will constantly look at other people's games and I just go, you know what, I'm out. I can't compete with this, So it's very disheartening. But I think if you're anything like me, you're super critical of your own stuff. So I mean, you look at it and you kind of go, oh, yeah, these are kind of interesting characters. I look at it and it's kind of going, yeah, this is not what I have in my head, I mean, this is like a percentage of what I was shooting for. So, but thank you, that's very kind. And I understand about the whole can't discuss it thing. As I said, I've been doing animation on TV shows and commercials and things like that for 20 years. And, I mean, I've hinted at it before, too. There's some stuff I just finished last month, working on for a month, and can't share it yet, at least until it actually comes out, and then I'll throw it out there and you guys can share it. So, no, I understand about keeping it close to the vest. That's totally fine, man. Totally understand that. Alright, and then we'll find out where I was going to this guy. Toggle selection menu. Let's see. Uh-oh. Did I type that wrong? Main menu, toggle, selection, icon menu. Yeah, I'm right there. Alright. So, active. Set up icon selections. Alright, so I did throw in that separate script. Icon selection manager. Alright. Did some bad naming on some of this, so it takes me a second to find this. Whoa, and I got like, look at this, 20 iterations of all these guys? What's up with that, guys? Okay. Set up icon selections. Oh, no, I closed the wrong one, didn't I? Alright, let me bring that back up again. Nope. So it must be the menu. There he is. Alright. Yeah, so this is where I need to do this. So, what I'm doing also is because ultimately I want to have different island themes, right? So there's, right now by default, we're going to start off with this kind of Middle Ages motif, but over time, if the game has any level of success, I want to expand it and have all these different island themes. So I had to set all this stuff up in a very modular fashion so I can, you know, load all the, ultimately, the different islands and not have to have it all hard-coded. So what I'll do is just kind of come over to, I'll come into my game controller script and pilfer some of that code. Let's see. Gun tower should work fine. There he goes. Yeah, borrow this one. Alright. So then what I want to do is instantiate the prefab of... Okay. Then how did I have that set up? Yeah, okay, I just had it through there. So, prefabs. And then, yeah, this is where it decides which island you're currently using, which by default is going to be the first one, which I'll need to set that value up here in a second. Let's see, red team, and then actually I don't even need to go that far. It should be under islands. Let's see, prefabs, chosen island, and it's, oh, it's right there too. Okay. And then we'll say it's island. Oh, sorry, it's falling behind here. If I was the one to choose, I would prefer mobile games. Not to underestimate the work, but in free-to-play mobile games, it is much more easier to monetize it. I don't get why a company that's still striving for its position starts with a big game. Well, that is not my concern for now, but I would think that... No, please, dude. Keep the chatting going. I'm happy to talk, man. If you go back and look at my previous videos, you will see that I am constantly chatting. So no, please. But no, I agree, especially for a smaller company. But I guess the counter argument is, you know, because there's what, like literally 1,000 games a day that's released on mobile. You know, so you can make a fantastic game that gets completely washed away. So I think the challenge, and then, I mean, it has to be free to play at this point. I mean, unless you have a super famous intellectual property that you can use to sell the game as a premium on mobile, you gotta go free to play. And it's just, I think it's so hard to find an audience, you know. But I'm saying that, but so I guess the trade-off is, at least with PC, in theory, you're not dealing with as much of an issue in terms of number of, you know, competitors. Excuse me. And the difference is on PC, people are still willing to actually pay for a game up front, versus mobile, where it has to be totally free to play, and you hope to have either IAP or you know, ad stuff, ad monetization to get you some revenue. You know, so it's just, I think it's super challenging. You know, and this is actually my 6th game, and I've spent, I mean, I've been doing this full time for 8 years now, over 8 years, and you know, I joke that I've been doing a fantastic job of figuring out what not to do, you know, and I'm still trying to get the magic formula. But You know, this, I think this game is as close as I've come by far in terms of getting the, you know, everything aligned, you know, in terms of, you know, you have to make a game that's not only fun to play initially, and I've had a couple games where, you know, people loved it and they downloaded the crud out of it, but then they played it for a brief moment, finished it, and then discarded it, which is fair because I didn't have any recurring hook, you know. And this one, because you're playing other people, right, every game is going to be different, right, and then there's a challenge of unlocking new characters, and of course the online leaderboard stuff, you know. But so hopefully this is more along the lines of the right the right target. But yeah, it's a scary thing, man, these days. I mean, I'm happy that I still have my other stuff going on, the occasional freelance animation work to help subsidize this. I mean, that was not the original plan. I left animation back in 2011 and was doing this full time. But after a couple of years and the funds started to run thin, I started doing this hybrid mix where I'm doing both. But let's see if that's icon selection. That's what I want. So let me grab that name. Right. Okay, so then I guess I should set this up as let's see, I'll call it game object icon menu. That should work because I haven't used that yet. Okay, so say icon menu. I keep doing that Y instead of U. Okay, icon menu, instantiate, and then red chosen island. I gotta feed that into it. So, Graybeard. Wow, man, it stuck you with like this lime green for your name there. That's kind of hard to read. Graybeard, happy holidays to you, buddy. You West Coast hippie. No. I am a good 250 miles away from the West Coast. Yeah. For those of you who don't know, I'm actually in Sin City. I live in Las Vegas. I moved out. I was in LA for 12 years and had enough and retreated to Vegas. And I still do the occasional freelance job where I go into LA. If you actually watch some of the previous streams on Twitch, you'll see I was streaming from an internet cafe for a whole month while I was doing some freelance work in LA. But yeah, Graybeard, how are things in Minnesota? You freezing up there yet? Is it super cold? I mean, I'm like so spoiled here in Vegas, man. If it hits like 60, I'm complaining about how cold it is. So I'm terrible about that stuff. I love warm. I really don't like cold weather. I would not fare well up in the Great White North up there. Okay, so then what I should find out is call this I think I have that right? I think you're in Minnesota. I'm not confusing you, am I? Let's see. You're in Alabama. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I'll chalk it up to I got nothing except just stupidity. I'm sorry. You're right, man. Oh, yeah. I gotta keep my character straight. I gotta remember. I'm sorry about that, man. Yeah, Alabama. Okay. Thanks. Well, yeah. So then you're probably not as bad then. Let me guess. Alabama at this point is probably about 48 degrees, maybe. This time of year. Maybe the low 50s. That'd be my guess. I mean, I think I mentioned before. I spent the first several decades of my life in Atlanta, so we're kind of like comparable in terms of weather this time of year. Which, yeah, Atlanta's getting the Super Bowl this year. That's big news for Atlanta, which I haven't been back to Atlanta in forever, but I remember it still got pretty cold in the wintertime. Minnesota, what are you talking about? Yeah, sorry. I'm actually gonna delete that, in post. I'll fix that and I'll just like dub it in and correct it. 52. Okay, I was close. I missed by 4 degrees. That's within the margin of error, right? 5 points, give or take. Let's see, where are we? I'm not even sure where are we at here. We might even be colder. Let's see. We might be in the high 50s. Oh no, we're at 60. Man, gotta love Vegas. I mean, it's not like Florida. You know, Florida's probably like 80 degrees right now. Jerks. But, yeah. It could be worse. I know some other parts of the country are totally freezing right now, which I couldn't handle. Okay, so I need to actually set, let's see, the chosen island. So let me find that again. That would be under Kombu. Select that island. Or I could actually just call it directly, couldn't I? No, because I don't have it in that one, so I take that back. I'll just send it to him. And that should be, yeah, it's a string. So I say, and I'll convert that into an int in a second. String, chosen island. Say chosen island. And I'll say int parse that puppy. That should be correct. Alright. I think that's it. Okay, let's see if I got that right. You ever do that where you make changes to your code but you still have Unity running in the background? You do that race, right? Where you try and switch back to Unity and turn it off before it starts throwing all those errors down here when you make changes. I mean, it's stupid, but that's like my own personal little video game there, you know? Yeah, I get amused easily. I know. Okay, so when we hit the icon button and request the menu, what is that? Oh, interesting. Okay, that's not even me. That's something else. I'm gonna not worry about that. Okay, here we go. Let's see. And it doesn't come up. Select icon. What did it not like? It says requires 1. I did send it 1. What the heck are you talking about? Okay, fine. You know what? I'm just gonna. Oh, because it's an object. I forgot. Kombu Manager does that weird object thing. So, tell you what. We'll just do all of this stuff right here. We'll convert it to a string, and then we'll convert it to an int, because that's ultimately what we want here, anyways. So we'll say int parse, and we'll do it on this side. That's good. And then now we'll come back over to this guy and change that to an int. And then I can take this away because it's already an int. There it goes. Alright, once again, stop it before the errors pop up. Wait for it to build. Alright, let's try this again. Customize, select icon, and it did nothing. The object you want to instantiate is null. Alright, I thought I had that right. Oh, I think I'm missing a slash there, aren't I? That would help. Chosen island. Oh, no, wait. I take it back. Active prefabs. Island. There he goes. Because it's looking for... I'm going to have all these different island numbers, right? And then right now I'm looking for island 0. So I need to actually put that word island there. And then the 0 comes here, slash, and then it should find the villager icon selection. Uh-oh. Stop it before it freaks out. There. Okay. That was sloppy, but I think I got it corrected now. Customize. There it is. Yes. 12th time was the charm. Look at that. Alright, and then the buttons should be selectable right now. And nothing happens. We got code attached to it, but the code's not doing too much yet. Let's see. Your compile time looks really good. Ours takes over 20 seconds. Thanks. Thanks, Efe. Yeah, this is my brand new computer. This was my sort of my because I told you I did that freelance work. I was working for a month, so I indulged in buying myself a new box, and this is my very first SSD computer. And I knew it would like improve things. I had no idea it would be this humongous. I mean, I was blown away by how fast the builds are. But yeah, I was facing the same thing. I mean, I have my older boxes behind me back. Now it's relegated to the floor. I'm probably going to turn it into my gaming machine on the other side of my room. Excuse me, office. You know, but that one was much more of the hit it, go make a sandwich, come back, and then see. But yeah, I totally agree, man. I'm so spoiled by these build times. I'm never going back to a traditional hard drive with platters, man. SSD is really great, but the problem is we use SSDs too. Really? Interesting. Okay. Could it be just the fact that this is a new box, so I haven't like weighted down with too much content yet? Aside from that, I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know what else would make, unless maybe you guys are making a beast of a program, so you might just have literally more content you're dealing with, you know. But okay, good. So that's all working. That was a relatively quick addition. So I'm gonna hide these guys and actually start messing with this code here. Let me center him up like that. All right, and now we can start telling it to do something. All right. You know what? I don't even know if I have these icons. Oh, that's something I didn't even think about. Okay, so each island's gonna have his own icon. Okay, so I need to go into Makambu, which is my player data stuff. Oh, nice, which I have conveniently set up. Server settings. There he goes. All right. So I need to actually introduce this. I've not done this yet. So this is Kambu. This is a plugin that is my favorite thing in the world. This is where I handle all my player data stuff. And it is a $50 plugin, and oh my god, I could never even dream of setting this stuff up myself. I'm using it. I'm running it on a Amazon AWS machine somewhere in Ohio, I think. But it's just, this thing makes it so much easier. So what we're going to do is actually create a new one. I'm going to call it VV Icons. Do I call it? Yeah. Okay, icons. And I think I could just do it with the locks. Icon locks. So if I set that value, and let's see. Yeah, so I had this little system. I don't know if you can see it here. It's a little small. I'm sorry about that. Is a database or something else? Sorry, I couldn't catch. Yeah, Kambu is a database. I'll show you real quick because I'm happy to plug this software, man. Because I had some issues and I emailed him, and it was like an hour later. He had, you know, suggestions on how to address it. Just Kambu. Let's see what it sells for these days. It is $35. Seriously, he sells this thing for $35. This is, honestly, this is worth double, triple that price. So all my player data gets handled in here, and it's just, it is so nice. You run the scripts, and it has like the tutorial how you set it up. And I ran it the first time, and of course, you know, when you do it the first time, it never works, right? I did it, and by God, it actually worked right out of the box, my first try. So this is so great. I use this to keep track of all the player data, right? So if I come over here, for example, I'll come into client users, and I'll bring up like one of the ones I was just messing with. I tried this guy, and I say search for him. There it goes. Boom. And then it'll show you all the information about any one of your players, right? It's all accessible. It'll show if they're currently online and all the data about like when they last played. Here's where, I mean, all their information is all stored, and it is, you know, so fantastic. Absolutely love this program with a passion. So what I needed, and what I was just doing a second ago, which when I bounced away, was adding a new, so these are global variables. So obviously the way I work here is like, as I've shown before, you can have new villagers, you can have new launchers, and also new icons. Looks cool. Have you tried Firebase? I have not. But Firebase is it exclusively for Google Play? Isn't it just on the Android side, I think, isn't it? You can correct me if I'm wrong, but whereas this one, this will handle literally anything. You know, I mean, it's all just HTTP calls, HTTPS calls, of course, and it's all encrypted and that kind of stuff. As packages for Unity and Web 2, but I mean, what about iOS? You know, what about PC and, you know, potentially maybe even like consoles? I mean, I'm hoping over time I can actually expand this to consoles as well. I'm a licensed developer for Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo, so I would love to have this bleed over into those guys. Whereas if the platform, if the companies will allow it, then I can still use the same setup for all those, which would just be pretty slick. That way, it can truly be, you know, cross-platform. Once again, if you know, Microsoft and Sony and Nintendo actually allow that. They may not, but I love that as an option. But yeah, Firebase, I mean, because once again, this project is 3 years in the making, and I don't think Firebase was actually in existence, at least not in terms of integrated with Unity back then, so I don't even think that was a viable option at the time when I was doing this. So I call this icon locks. All right, visible clients. Yes. Yeah, no. Yeah, it's way too long. All right. So then the way I'm doing this is, so as you can see down at the bottom here, right, or I can zoom in on this. So I have these little locks set up, and then the locks, when you play random matches, over time you win little cards that unlock this, and if you win 4 cards and unlock the character, then you can actually buy the character. Okay. Firebase is for Gen Z like me. Okay, there you go. Yeah. I hate to say this, I'm a Gen X, so I'm you know, a couple iterations ago. You know, in software terms, I am like DOS. So, but all right. So the way I'm handling my locks is kind of a little slick idea I had. You know, so in this case, like all these guys require 4 cards. You know, you get 1 by default, right? And then if you unlock one of these other characters, you get the base pose by default as well. Oh, actually, that's wrong. He should not be that guy. He should be... Let me switch this guy out. I got the wrong villager on here. I don't know why. Select a villager. He should be A. He should be B. Oops. A. Let me go down my list here. Thought I had these updated. Ah. Hang tight, guys. I gotta take this call. I'll be right back. Sorry about this. Alright, sorry about that. Had to put out a quick fire. Yeah. 1-person team, I got no secretary. So it's all about doing it myself. Alright, so let me get these guys updated. Let's see, this B. I could have sworn I did this before, but... Oh, you know what? I may not have actually saved out the prefab. I'm hoping that's all it is, and it's just this one set. So I don't have to go through all 25 of these characters, but I may have to. And he said for E. Yes? Good. Okay, so I think it's just that one that was incorrect. So let me go up here, and this is prefab, so I'm going to hit... Oh, where's... Wow. Alright, where's... How do you say prefab on this? Open, select. Whoa, no, I didn't mean to do that. Alright, yes, I'm still in 5.6 land for Unity, so I'm just completely butchering this. So... I don't want to open, I just want to save it. I missed this in Unity 5.6. You just have the little update and it saves it. I haven't done this in 2018, so I'm completely lost at the moment. Uh-oh. Alright. That's not good. Why do I have two guys? I got 2 iterations now? Mercy. Okay. I got an open prefab. Okay. And I'm not even seeing it. Why am I not seeing it? What the heck? Wow. Alright. Oh, it just didn't want to expand. Okay. So... let me try this again. Sprite A. And then... so how do I actually save... I should sleep. I got work in Unity class tomorrow morning. 1 a.m. Wow. Alright, man. Efe, thanks for hanging out with me. I definitely appreciate you coming by. But yeah, go grab some sleep, man. Especially if you got class in the morning. Go take care of that. But yeah, come hang out if you can. Again, I'm here Monday, Wednesday, Friday. For me, I start at 1 p.m. Pacific time, whatever time it is in your part of the world. But yeah, definitely come back and hang out if you can again. All right. But in the meantime, yeah, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it, man, and thanks for the follow too. I'm sorry that it didn't pop up on the screen, but my alert box, for whatever reason, every time I save, the alert box doesn't want to stay on. And I gotta remember that to turn it on every time. That's a bug. But not my fault, because I didn't make Streamlabs, so I can't be blamed for that one. Anyways, thanks again, man. Thanks for hanging out. And thanks for the follow. Okay, so now I gotta wrap my head around how this works. Oh no, actually, I popped out of it, didn't I? Really? Okay, I got no clue. This is terrible. Icon selection. All the best for you, and thanks for the chat. Yeah, thanks, man. Cool. All the best to you, too. Take care. Good luck in school. I vaguely remember school, college for me. And all I remember is I somehow graduated. I don't know how. Partly because it was a weird experience, partly because it was so long ago. Alright. You know what? I hate to do this. Am I going to have to Google this? This is terrible. Seriously, I mean, like 5.6 land. You just, you just hit update and the prefab is updated. Okay. And right click. Maybe that's it. And that's not it. Let's see. When and where did you graduate? Don't mind. I am a graduate of the Georgia State University film program. I graduated in 91. Yes. So way back. Yeah, I think we had a conversation before. We were talking, C64 stuff and VIC-20 back in the day. So I think we're in the same time frame. 91 was also not what should have been my traditional. I did not do college as a 4-year plan. It was an extra year or 2 in there. So 91 is when I did graduate, not necessarily when I was supposed to. University of Alabama. Hey, look at that. 93. Yeah, okay. So, like I said, we are definitely of the same ilk. There you go. Yep. I did 5 years too. You took the scenic route. Part of it for me was also because it was, I mean, what I wanted to do obviously was computer animation stuff and computer stuff, but it didn't exist back then. So I was kind of like wandering, right, in college, trying to figure out, and then I ended up studying film, and like I said, I mentioned before, but I went into film for many, many years, film production, starting with camera rental house and going all the way through film production, and then editing and all that kind of stuff all the way through, but, you know, and then finally when, you know, 3D programs started coming to light, I jumped all over that and haven't looked back since. But yeah, I think it's just one of those tragedies where I was just born just a little too early, you know. But happy to be here, at least when all this stuff is available. All right, you know what? I hate to do this. I'm going to have to Google this. This is just terrible. I have no clue. Unity. Save. Not save. Update prefab in 2018. Oh, because is this because 2018 changed everything? We have the nested prefabs and all that kind of stuff now? All I want to do is save you, you jerk. Okay, I can enter it. Okay. I know how to get access to it. How do I just update and save you, you stupid jerk? And it doesn't tell me. Thank you, Unity. Oh, it does it automatically? No way. No way, that's freaky. If so, then I don't know if I like that. Because one of the things I like doing was like playing with the prefab, and if I hated it, I just deleted it, and all the changes were untouched. Merlin! Wow, long time no see. Yeah, absolutely. Big audience. Yeah, yeah. Changing the time frame helped a little bit, but yeah, how you been, man? Haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you. Yeah, changing to I did that whole insane 8 o'clock 8 p.m. my time, Pacific Standard Time, going to like 11 o'clock. That was harder to find an audience, definitely. Let's see, this is D, and then finally, oops, down here, change this guy E. Alright, so I'm getting a sense that all I have to do is, I mean, like, by just doing this, this is all updated, right? I'll hit Control S just to be sure, but now if I hit that and if I delete it, if I bring it in, icon selection, it didn't! Okay, you know what, Unity's lying. This is just, okay, now I'm hacked off. Okay, this is updated, but I don't like what they're doing. I've been busy, and then every time you went live, I was sleeping here, but I'm glad I've finally been able to catch up with one of your streams. I'll be right back. No problem. I'm here. Frustrated, but I'm here. Okay. Unity prefab. You know what? Let me just find a different, since that's not helping. How do you make a prefab? Prefab. Can't apply prefab changes. There it is. No, that doesn't help. See, that's what I'm missing right there. That stupid little apply button. That's what I've been using for a decade, is that stupid little apply button. And now they've removed it, and I have no idea how to make this legitimately updated. Alright, let me try this again. Oops. Filter icon. Why does it? Oh yeah, okay. That's just left over. Okay, so I'm gonna hit this, I'm gonna hit him. And how do I save now? This is just crazy. I mean, the way the text was saying it is that it automatically just sort of updates, right? In 2018. Prefab download. prefab workflow? Okay. And no, just a lot of publicity, blah, blah, blah stuff. Documentation. Create. Edit a prefab in prefab mode. Entering and exiting. You can open a double click on it at each prefab. Auto save. Oh, is that it? So open prefab asset, and where's that autosave button? I see it right here. I see that. Gives me autosave. All right. What the? But it's not even letting me see anything. All right, now you're just really pissing me off. You got this crap all over the place. Okay, autosave. But I can't get to any of the content. It's just, it's all buried. Unity, you're killing me, buddy. What the heck? I can't expand it. Oh, now I did. No, I didn't expand it. All I did was I dropped that into my stupid scene. And I've lost the autosave. Oh, I hate you sometimes, Unity. I hate you. I hate you. Wait, it just broke all that crap. What the heck? Oh, okay. Villager selection. Wait, what did it... What did it do to my... everything else? It deleted all the other stuff in my... Oh, it better not have deleted all the stuff in my UI root, or I'm going to be really freaking pissed. Okay, I'm reloading the scene. And hopefully everything goes back to where it was. Don't save. This doesn't look good. Wait, it deleted my UI root now? What the heck? 10 years I've been using this stupid program, and they've broken it so much that I can't even... I lost all that? No, 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 no. How can you just... Look at that. It just broke everything. Oh, I am so pissed at you, Unity. I am so pissed at you. I cannot believe you've done this. Look at that. I have a backup. That thing is literally like years old. What the heck? I have a backup that's like 4 days old. I can try that, but this is just infuriating. Okay. I guess I gotta like spend a moment here and figure out what Unity has done in this new version, because they've absolutely screwed me. Editing a prefab via its instances. Open select overrides. Well, it doesn't matter. It killed it anyways. I mean, even if I'm just changing that prefab, why did it attach itself to my in-GUI camera and then just purge it out of my scene? There's absolutely no freaking reason for that. Alright, I'm going to close it, restart it. Although I don't think that's going to do anything. I think it's already broken it now. This is me not a happy camper. I was already pissed at Unity for the Google Play stuff, but... the prefab stuff has been totally screwed up in my opinion. Wow. Alright, this is me getting pissed. Alright, I'm going to close this because he's done. He doesn't need to be running. Alright, it's gonna load up, and I'm still seeing no UI root. I see no main menu. Main menu island. Yeah, it did. It took all of my GUI stuff and just deleted it on its own. Okay. How can this be like version 3 of 2018 and still be this broken? And nowhere do I see it actually telling me the proper way to do this stuff. That ain't helping. Alright. Nested prefab in GUI. Let me see if anyone else has had these nightmares too. In GUI. Hawk! Happy early Christmas to you as well, buddy. How's it going, man? I'm in hell. I updated some of my plugins and it forced me out of Unity 5.6, which I've been using for a decade, into 2018 land, and all I tried to do was update a prefab, and I absolutely just had it delete all my GUI, and it completely destroyed my scene. I am so screwed right now. I have a version that's like 4 days old, but I have no idea how much I'm going to lose on that too. Alright. Okay. Here's all I can do is go back, I guess. Documents. Alright, I can close this. Oh, what a nightmare. They've completely changed the way prefabs behave now, and I did not realize they made it so radically different. I found out the hard way. So we're going to say this is busted AF, because this is exactly... What? Stop. Fine. He's closed. Try again. There. Thank you. Alright, I got to take my backup, and I'm going to just copy and paste it. Ah, what a nightmare. What a nightmare. Okay, I guess in the meantime I could understand. Do autosaves for backups? Does it? Where does it autosave it to? And is that something you have to have turned on? Because I'm not aware of that. Let's see. Unity autosave. Nope. Backup. No, I mean, it didn't crash. That's the thing. It didn't crash. It behaved like it's supposed to, which is, in my opinion, a completely broken methodology. All I was doing was trying to update one prefab, and then my entire NGUI structure was deleted, and it took upon itself to save the scene, I guess, because when I came back, it was gone, even though I never saved the scene, so it auto-saved my scene, but... Man. It has like an autosave feature for backups. Okay, well, Unreal has something up on Unity because I don't think there is any auto backup. See, after Unity crash. No, so it just does crash saves. But once again, this wasn't a crash save. This was just Unity being a total jerk and deleting content out of my scene without my blessing. That's just infuriating. Alright, did I already copy that over? Wow, at least my computer's fast. I got that going for me, which is nice. Okay, so this version is literally 4 days old. So, oh, crap, but it's still got all my... Oh, no, this doesn't work because this has all my 5.6 stuff in it. So this doesn't help either. Let's see. Maybe I can try and export out. Let me try that. quit. No. No, I'll just delete this right now. Yeah. Major facepalm. Ugh. Alright, I'll remove the busted AF for a second and bring this back up and see if, because I have an alternate one. Oh, but that is so old. Oh, but I do have my Looking Glass version. Oh, that's so cool. I forgot about that. I'm maybe saved by my Looking Glass. Oh, yes. Yes, 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 yes. I forgot about this. Excuse me. So Looking Glass is this new toy that does sort of like a hologram kind of thing. It was a Kickstarter that I backed, and I did a version where I set it up, and guess what? Oh, I am just absolutely... Okay, so we're going to say broken AF. So then we're going to take this, duplicate this. There he goes. Oh, I just tinkered with it on, I think Saturday? So let me check this out. Hold on. I may be saved by my tinkering. Show and explore. Oh, baby. Come to Papa. Yes! 2 days ago. Screw you, Unity. You didn't cheat me as bad as I thought you did. Okay. So, now let's see what we got going on here. Unity thought it hosed me. Okay. So I cloned that scene, so in theory I should be... Yeah, check this out. See the island back there? That's because I have the... that's what it does to have like the multi-tier system. And it's really cool. I can't do it justice if I showed it on here. But you have like that hologram, you know, that Help Me Obi-Wan Kenobi, Princess Leia kind of hologram look. But let me turn off those cameras. Alright. Game object. Wait, what happened here? Okay, there it goes. That scared me too. Alright, so game object. Oh, because I was trying to do a... I know why. Yeah, my island was kind of scaled to like 25% too small. So it was doing this extreme depth of field in that camera stuff, but not a problem. Holoplay. Alright, so I just need to take all the holoplays and disable those guys. Just knock all those guys out. There it goes. Those back into 16:9. Whew. I may not be screwed. Thank God I did that tinkering on the weekend playing with the holoplay, because I think that absolutely just saved my life there. Customize. Okay. Which is weird because I thought... That's your icon. Good. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. I can actually breathe a sigh of relief now. I thought I was so doomed. Alright, I still have to figure out how to do a stupid prefab update. But I'm going to do that in a brand new scene. So Unity can't screw me again. I didn't change anything, so don't save. So let me just go File, New Scene. Build your icon selection. There. Alright. Okay, so once again, I'm still faced with the issue. All I want to do is update this thing and save it. Select prefab. I want to open the prefab. And this is what I can't figure out. So it shows it, but it doesn't let me actually get at any of the content now. I'm so stymied by this. What the heck? I got the prefab, but I need... Oh, God, I need a tutorial on this. Unity, you jerks. New prefab. Update. Workflow? You know, I tried that before and it didn't show me crap, did it? 41 minutes. That's not gonna help. That's gonna them just talking for forever.
Games is easier than you think.
I hate you. Games are easier. Do not, at this moment in my life, you're gonna tell me games are easier? Dude, I just want to hurt you. Oh, and this is 10 minutes. This isn't gonna help much unless I can. Okay.
Split up into 3 features. From the scene again every time we want to modify something. Now, nested prefabs allow us to parent prefabs to each other.
Right, but all I want to do is fix that one prefab and get the content of it. I mean, this isn't helping because the prefab, they're just showing like one item, right? But I have a bunch of content in my prefab. I want to, okay. Alright, let me just go file new scene. Don't save. I don't trust you at all, Unity. Okay. I hope you guys are enjoying my suffering. You know, if roles were reversed, I would be kicking back, busting out the popcorn, and just kind of going, yeah, dude, it sucks to be you right now. Unfortunately, that you is me, so I'm not happy. I literally can't understand how I'm supposed to get at any of this stuff, because you see it's all compressed. I can't open it up. I can't expand it. Is there oh, maybe there's an unpack thing. Did I see that? No, I didn't see that either. Okay. That's your icon. Oh, God. Damn. Okay, the whole prefabs, we got the whole new thing going. Yeah, it's so not ready for prime time. This is so busted. Open prefab. I have no clue. The auto, yeah, I can't change anything. Alright, I definitely gotta find a demo in here somewhere because what is my other stuff I gotta do? Rent cars. Yeah, that's still prefab stuff. Unless I just, like... No, that just made a new iteration, didn't it? Icon selection. I don't trust you. Ah. I gotta be so careful. I like delete something and then it purges out the data. And then I'm really gonna be, like, hurting someone. Wow. Alright. Okay, and I come back in here, and once again, I still have no access to any of the content of the prefab. Explain how this is an improvement. Tools. Ugh. In the Unity documentation, I won't say it sucks, because that would be a compliment. Because, I mean, look at this. All this does is, this is buzzwords. This is marketing buzzword crap. This doesn't actually teach you anything about how to implement it. For me, all my prefabs have a drop-down arrow next to it. Yeah, you know, and I would love to have that, right? Let's see. Oh, wait. Okay, yeah. Well, I have that here, but that doesn't change the fact that I'm not in edit mode, right? I'm not in the whole, I mean, if I update this again, right? So yeah, I have the drop down arrow, right? So I come up here and I select him and I update him to where I want him. Whoa, why did I have, oh, I have multiple iterations of this, don't I? What the heck? Yeah, I do. Look at that. Where is that even coming from? Where is this even, where is that? That's, I can't select this thing, and it's, look at that. This is so buggy. How could a 0.3 software be this buggy? I want to just go back to Unity 5.6. I'm so happy there. Stupid plugins. Don't save. And wait, it's still there? What the heck? Look, I'm not even in the scene anymore. And it's still there. I like... I'm going to test scene. There, I got it out that way. So file, new scene. Whoa! It's like stuck. When I in a new scene, it's like there. Wow. I'm inventing new ways to break Unity today. They're trying to break my spirit. This is after like 4 hours of dealing with Google Play and having frustration with that. I did not think that... Yeah, at least look at that. Turning it off and on again. At least that fixed that bug. Okay. So I'm going to come down here. Boom. It was in the resources right here. And all I want to do is edit these contents, right? So I have two choices. I can either drag it into here, like so. And there it is. And I can select him. There. And all I want to do is save right now. I just want that progress to be saved. But I have no select. It's selected. But I have no idea how to actually save what I just changed. Any of you guys want to chime in, man? Any of you guys that have done 2018 for any kind of time? Because this is just insane. Why would you take away the apply button? Why would you remove the apply button? That makes no sense to me whatsoever. Save it to new... But if I do that, then I have to go back to all my scripts that are already like connected to it and find all of them and make sure that it's actually grabbing them again. Actually, I guess I'm actually calling it by code, so that's not a terrible idea. It's a workaround. That's true. That's a workaround, but it still doesn't address the fact that I'm going to have to figure out how to do that. You know what? Fine. You're right. You are right. You are right. You are right. So I will worry about it later. I'll figure it out, and I'll just fix this right now. Make this B. And this be C. And update 4. He will be D. And then finally, this guy gets updated to E. And I think he's already actually there. He is. Okay. Fine. I will go that route. I will drag him in here. Oh! Create a new original prefab or a variant of this prefab. I say original. And I will nuke you from orbit, you bastard. There. Okay. Now, scenes. Valley Village. Don't save. I don't care about that. Okay. And, I mean, I'm fortunate because I'm calling this prefab through code. Oh, you jerk. I gotta turn off the holo cameras. Again. And save that. There it goes. Okay. So, because I'm calling the prefab from code, then that's cool. I mean, it should pull it up correctly, but any other situation where I have a prefab that I want to update it that's hard-coded to another object, that doesn't help. There. Okay. Oh, wait. Did I have that actually correct already? Anyways, let me make sure that that wasn't already in there. I think he may have been loaded already. Hold on. Root. Where's my main menu? Turn you guys off for a second. Select feature icon. Good. No, actually, I did have that correct. So it did load up the prefab like it was supposed to. Okay. So that's a nice workaround, and it does help. But if I have to like create a new prefab every single time I make an adjustment, delete the old one, rename the new one, and then go into every script that thing is hard-coded to, and don't forget any of them. Otherwise, I'm going to get errors by saying object not assigned. That is not viable. But you know what? That's fine. I'll figure that out at a later date. Because right now, this is legitimately working. Oh, I closed. Let me bring up my edit again so I can check that out. Should come up with all the scripts I had before, right? Yes. All right. Icon selection manager. Okay, I'll just make sure this is completely redundant, but I don't trust Unity that it's not lying to me, so yes, I loaded the frackin' prefab. I used the old Battlestar Galactica swear. Alright. Yeah, so I mean, overwrite wasn't even an option, because if you do try and drag it over it, it just automatically iterates it up. It won't overwrite, which I guess is a good thing, so you don't accidentally overwrite something through foolishness, but in this case, I actually would like it to. There it is. Okay, that worked. It's a stupid workaround. I gotta figure out how the prefabs work properly, but okay. Hang tight, I'm gonna do a quick restroom break, fill up my glass, do a heavy sigh, and punch the air for a second. But hang tight, guys. I'll be back in just 30 seconds. All right, I'll be right back. Alright, and I'm back. Okay. Had a moment to calm down. Yeah, I gotta do some homework. I've never seen Unity change something so dramatically that breaks the whole methodology that it's used all those years. So, I mean, it's nice that I have a quasi-workaround, right? But I will do some investigation once I finish up my broadcast here and figure out the proper way to update a prefab in 2018, because that's infuriating. Why would you nuke I don't understand that. Why would you nuke the apply button? It's been there for over a decade, right? Come on, guys. Okay, I'll let it go. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, so this is all cool now. So now I can go ahead and start adding some code to the scripts on the buttons. So I'm going to do that now. And make these guys go away for the moment. Grab him, set him up here, center him. Okay. So then what I need to do is also I need to set this up over here, don't I? Started to set this up. Yeah. Okay. So as you can see, I have like all these guys set up with the locks. You have to win 4 cards through random play, and once that happens, then they become available to unlock. And once you purchase them, like this guy, right, he lights up like that. And the way I show that in terms of my player data is simple hack. It's gonna be 25. This is gonna get old fast, but let's see. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Oh, that's right, because I did I walled myself in that I can only add 25 islands. I can only have 26 islands since I worked it alphabetically. But I figure that's enough. If I have to do more than that, I'll figure out some hack, but this is going to get really big really fast. So if I go... So what I do is I go start with A, comma, and then... So as I said, locks. There's 4 locks on it, right? You have to win 4 cards. So the way I would denote that is with a -4. So the -4 means that the player has to win 4 cards to get it unlocked. The ability to purchase it. So once you actually get all 4, then it would drop to 0, and 0 signifies that the player can actually purchase that icon, right? And once they do purchase the icon, then it switches to 1, right? So what I have here, I'll zoom in a little bit so you can see it better. So by default, you get the first character for free, right? Any new character you get the little salute pose going, which I need to fix all these because I thought I updated that ages ago, but okay, I'll fix that in a moment. So we have these little salute poses, and then when you unlock a new character, you get that one, and then you can unlock these others over time. So because you get this one for free, that means it automatically would be set to 1 because you already have him unlocked. Okay, so that's 3, 4, 5. Right? And then, let's see, how do I signify that since... And then what I'll do for this is, the idea would be, is if you purchase this character, if you unlock this character, then this one would unlock as well. So what I'll do is I'll make this a -1. And then, so when you purchase a character, I will give you 1 unlock card, which would make that to 0. Oh no, actually I guess that, yeah, I'd have to add code that just fixes that and switches that automatically. But so that's 1 -4, -4, -4, -4. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, and then of course there's going to be 5 characters, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's all 5 characters right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Okay, so this would be the whole grid that you see here, right? All these guys would be denoted by this. And that's for the first island. The island is signified by the A. And then in time, if things go well, I will actually have different islands. So what I'll do is go from A to Z. So I have all those different islands. So I go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, X, Y, Z. Alright, and then I have to go through and actually change each one of these, which sucks. Let me see if I can do this faster with a notepad. Use word wrap. This might go a little bit faster. Maybe not. It was a nice idea, but I don't know if this is gonna work cleanly or not. Okay. It was a cool idea, but it failed. I'll just do it this way. Oh, you know what? I could... Okay, I will be sneaky. I'll do it this. Find A. Next. And that was B, so this would be C. Oh, you're not gonna let me... C. D. There might be a faster way to do this, but I don't know offhand. Another quick way to actually address this. F. Oh, you know what? Actually, it seems like... Z-Doctor! What's going on, man? Yeah, I'm in hell right now. Yeah, I was forced, because I added updated a plugin, I was forced to finally bite the bullet and go up to a new version of... I went from Unity 5.6 all the way up to 2018, And actually, let me ask you, man. So are you in 2017 or 2018? Which one are you working with right now? See if you know the answer to this. G H I. Oops. I. 2018. Good. All right. Prefabs. Check this out. All I want to do is update a prefab. And I'm stymied because 5.6, all you have to do is hit Notepad++. I know. I don't use it that much. That's just a quick hack. All right, so I open prefab, right? Right, which is where I'm at right now, right? Or is there like a new window? Is there a prefab manager window that I'm missing? Or are you just saying like right here? Because I have it in the scene, but you know, once again, I'm new to 2018. I've been 5.6 for a decade. There's an error. All right, was that just because of what I was doing a second ago? Oh, it did it again. It overwrote my... Oh, don't tell me it broke my damn scene again. It did it, didn't it? This is broken, man. This is totally broken. All I wanted to do was edit it, and it just broke my entire scene. And it saved it already, I bet you. Watch. If I come back into scenes. Oh, man. Okay. So let me come back into my Valley Village. Don't save the scene. Good. Okay. That time it didn't save. It did before. Okay. So here, I'll go File, New Scene. Look at this. There's like nothing here, but this is like a bug, right? I should have an empty scene, but because Unity is so broken, it's still got this crap, and the only way to get rid of it is to close and restart. I don't know if it's something to do with the fact that I'm using NGUI and in 2018 is misbehaving, or if it's something because I took a 5.6 project and upgraded 2018, or if it's just the fact that Unity hates me with a vengeance and does everything in its power just to piss me off, which is succeeding at the moment. NGUI. Yeah, it's if you use UGUI, UGUI is actually written by the same guy that did NGUI. NGUI has been around for forever. Yeah. NGUI is the grandfather of UGUI. He was actually hired by Unity to write the Unity GUI, but I've been using it for like a cajillion years. Doesn't have an update. That's a good question. Let me see what I got. I think I'm up to date, but let's check it out, shall we? Let's go NGUI. Nope. It says download. I've got the latest and greatest. Sports, it should say update if I hadn't actually updated it, right? Let's see if it says, yeah, it says download. So I should be using the latest and greatest, 2018, let me see. (2018). I don't see a version number anywhere, but let's see. Go to Package Manager. Oh, man. Once again, Package Manager I'm not familiar with because I'm still Mr. 5.6. So I'm exposing myself completely, my lack of knowledge of the updated version, because I've dragged my feet as long as I could to stay in 5.6 land, and you can see how it's totally bitten me. Okay, where's Package Manager? Is it privacy settings? Not there. Under assets. Export package. It's under window. Assets. Asset store. Okay. Should be under asset store. You mean like right there? Oh, that's not good. Okay, so we now have an official ruling. It is the fact that Unity hates me and it's screwing with me. Your project is broken. But I don't even have a project loaded, though. Oh, the project is broken. Okay, just not the scene. Happened to me before. And the solution was to not use Unity. I mean, wait. Wow. So that explains why it keeps, like, deleting my stuff, then. I guess it's nice to know that I have an answer. It sucks that it's doing it. Alright. And did you have a workaround when you had it happen to you before? I created a new project and dragged all my assets in there. Oh, that's painful. Okay, you gotta do what you gotta do. So let's go file new, not new scene, jerk. New project. Project name, I hate you, Unity. Okay, no, that's a little vague. Valley Village. And I'll just version the crap out of this. I should have done this, update this name anyways, because I'm basically up to 5.6. So I'll do that. 3D, I'll leave everything else, and I should switch to Scary Robot Productions. And done. Can you revert back to your old Unity version? I can't, and the reason why is, if you looked at my leaderboard, it was only showing like 4 values in the leaderboard for the high scores. And the only way I could fix that was to get the latest version of the plugin of Kombu. And of course, the latest version of Kombu requires 2017 or higher. So that prevents me from going back to 5.6. If I go back to 5.6, then I lose the ability to have a unified leaderboard. So, new projected, new start. He should use the newest. It's awesome when working. Yeah, because we're having such a fantastic time today. Okay, so let's try it. Let me come in here, and I'll just grab and drag scenes. Really, actually, really, it comes with this sample scene now? That's annoying. What happened to like being like totally empty? Okay. Let's see. You think I could do it straight from the editor? Let's try it that way first. Documents. Alright, so 5.4, and I'm just going to grab the crap out of everything. Or, you know what, maybe not. On second thought, let me do it this way. Assets, there's nothing in here. So I'm going to close this. Each folder and drag them independent. Well, I'm just going to go across the board here. Okay, I guess the 2 key things I need would be assets and project settings, which already has a bunch by default. So I'll just start with assets, but I'm definitely going to need the project settings stuff. Otherwise, that's definitely going to bite me. So I'm going to drag that across. Not project settings? Isn't that going to break what I had before? Oh, you jerk. You just copy here. I don't want to move the stupid thing. I think that's what's broken. Okay. But I'm not sure if that's going to hurt me. Okay. I'll take your word for it. Yep. Yeah, I did. I did. I just really want to go back to Uni 5.6. Yeah, I know. It's way overdue, the switch over, but oh no, the reason why is because what I want to do is copy it from folder to folder. Instead, I dragged it, which means that if this breaks, I lose all my original content. So that's my mistake. I'm just cloning it. I'm just making sure that I have my original. See, this was my original folder, right? And then rather than copy it and clone it over, I just moved it, which is bad. But yeah. I'm not that I don't trust Unity, not to foobar this stuff, but I totally don't trust Unity at this moment, okay? Yeah. Alright. So, we're going to let this chew for a second. And Unity's going to come back and, like, spit it out at me, because it's just going to be no to all. Just go to heck away. Okay. All right, this might take a moment. Yeah. So yeah, I was having all kinds of headaches already. I spent the morning trying to set up Google Play, which did work before. Had it working successfully, but now throws errors. Thank you, 2018. So, and I mean, I tried the proverbial, turn it on and off again. So, I mean, I did clean everything out, and I brought Google Play back in clean, and I'm still getting the stupid errors, and it's acting like it's missing some classes, something like that. What has been my favorite game of 2018? That's a good question. I've been so busy making games that I don't really get much time to play them. Let's see. For me, it's still probably going to be Mad Max. It's a game I played on the PC and finished this year, so I guess it still counts as 2018. I know it's a slightly older title, but, I mean, if you ever come across it on Fanatical and you see it for like $5, excuse me, jump on it, man. That was the most enjoyable game. I finished the main storyline, and I did something I never do. I kept coming back to finish the little side items, which is never something I ever do. Normally, I plow through the center story, boom, and move on. But I was just so enamored with it, man. So, for me, it was definitely Mad Max. That was one of the prettiest games I think I've seen in ages. Just the environments, the way it changed over time. It was just so beautiful. So, the story was okay. The story was but just the gameplay was amazing. How about you, man? I have not delved into too many mobile games or the PC games, so I'm still way behind. But Hawk, how about you? What's that at you is like an insane, everyone's got to play this game kind of contender? Z-Doctor, you as well, man. I see you on the Twitch thing, or on Discord, where it'll say that you're off playing games, so you gotta have some favorites. Was it you that I saw playing Mainframe recently? Hawk, talk to me, guys. What's your what kind of favorites you guys got? Because I got nothing else to talk about at the moment because I'm waiting on Unity to not hose me. Actually, I guess in the meantime, I could go back to this, couldn't I? GHI. Come back to this. I haven't played much games lately. Really? Yeah, that's the curse, man. Once you start getting into making the games... Oh, that's right. I forgot. You're also broadcasting 40 hours a day. Let's see. I was playing Trusty Ship by Mike and Principal. I haven't heard of that one. Sounds interesting. PC? Trusty Ship. Trusty Ship? Did I get that wrong? Oh, Thrusty. No, it's not released yet. Oh, look at you, man. You're playing like the unreleased stuff. Yeah, Red Dead 2. Company of Heroes 2. Interesting. Okay. That's an older one, isn't it? Company of Heroes 2. Is there a date on that? Let's see. It was 2013. Yeah. Nice. Okay. Yeah, Red Dead 2, man. I would love to jump into that. I got some friends that post on Facebook all the time, all these screen grabs. And 2013. Yeah. But I mean, hey, if the gameplay is there, who cares, man? Right? Besides, chances are you're going to have a machine that runs it perfectly, right? Silky smooth in this day and age. But yeah, I would love to play some Red Dead 2. I don't own it yet. I feel bad about asking my wife to buy me a $60 game when I know I won't get around to it. By the time I actually get the shrink wrap off of it, it's gonna be on the bestseller $20 list. So I rarely get a new game these days. But yeah, I got a bunch of friends that are playing the crap out of Red Dead. So I would love to jump into that sometime in the future. N-O-P. Oops. P. It's just so amazing how much detail they squeezed into Red Dead 2. Yeah. Yeah, that's. I mean, I saw there's like that video where someone just like plants himself on the train and just like records it for like an hour or a couple hours. That's just insane, man. You just go through all these different environments. It really does. I don't know what it's like when you're actually playing the game, but it just from the videos, it feels like a living, breathing kind of environment. And that's STUVWXY and Z. I did do that right. Nice. That's good news. Z. Yeah, I mean, I've said this before, but I keep promising myself every time I say I'm once I get a game out the door, I'm gonna like stop down and actually start playing some games myself, and it never happens. LMNOPQRSTVWX. Yeah, I did that right. Is it done importing? Nope. Wait, it's there. Look at that. As if on cue. It finished right then. That's another thing. Like you actually feel like you're part of a living community. And that is so cool, man. I mean, there's so many games that have tried to do that. Omicron and some of these games that like way back in the day. I'd say GTA 3 was the first game where I felt like I was kind of in a environment that could go on even if I was doing nothing. You know, and it's totally fabricated, but I find that I have a hard time getting into games sometimes because I think it too much about how the game was made. It makes me want to code. I'm kind of like that to a lesser degree, just because I'm thinking about it, and it's kind of like, you know, dude, you're not making your game, man. You're wasting cash. You know, you need to work on your game. So I start doing that guilt complex kind of thing, which I gotta back off of, but. So far not happening. Okay, so Windows Package Manager. Hey, look at that, man. I actually got a package manager now. So that is definitely an improvement. We're already looking a little bit better. Okay. So I guess what I should look for first is go to my resources, prefabs, island, icon selection. You know what? And I'm going to just go ahead and make a backup in case it does foobar it. Backup. That backup, update everything that needs it. Okay. Oh, in Package Manager? It's thinking about it. Let's see. So check mark indicates that it's the latest and greatest, I'm assuming. Let's see. Hey, ACP Twitch has followed. ACP Twitch, thanks, man. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. This is probably not the best day to be watching since I'm basically getting my butt handed to me by Unity since I'm trying to migrate. I've been using, 5.6 and the iterations before that for Unity for a decade, and I'm just now going kicking and screaming into 2018, and I'm regretting it already. But thank you, man. Thanks for hanging out. Okay. So, yeah, in project? Let's see. Yeah, none of it's coming up. So, does that mean that it just doesn't see it? Or does that mean that it's actually totally fine and thinks it's all up to date? Because I see nothing about NGUI. So, in theory, that is... I mean, this looks like it's all just Unity specific and not third-party packages. Is that the way it's supposed to work? Or do I have something else broken here? Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see anything... that's third party. All this stuff is all Unity's stuff. So, search by package name and GUI. No results. Yeah, so package manager, let me down. I would delete your NGUI if you can and download it from the store. Well, I mean, but the fact that we had the package manager in there now, right, and not before, so maybe just bringing everything over. Before I actually go to that trouble, let me just take a quick stab at seeing if I can edit this properly now. Oh, I can't do anything. Look at that. Cannot be loaded. Please fix any compile errors. Oh, great. Now I got compile errors all over the place. My IAP? Scripts my IAP. Really? Now you hate iStore Listener. Great. I think I actually have the latest and greatest version of NGUI already in place, but great. So now I've completely lost the ability to have this work. It was fine with it before, but now that I've re-imported it, that's great. So it's completely broken my IAP stuff. I'm guessing that Unity rewrote, like they do in their infinite wisdom, because I'm using Unity's IAP. But I'm guessing Unity 5.6 IAP and 2018 are radically different. Okay, so I'm going to just have to kill this, I guess, for the moment and revisit it later. So I'll do it this way. Mark it out, make a copy of it. God, this is going to get ugly fast. Alright, let me see if I can just go ahead and just wipe all these guys out temporarily. Alright. Happy about that. I don't want to just actually purge out the, but then they're part of this too. Is Unity purchasing in my project? It should be. Let's go into services. Where did services go? They moved everything around, didn't they? Services. Really? I hate you, Unity. In-app purchase. Really? It's off? Ugh. It was on. Oh, because this is where, okay, this is exactly where the project settings. This is where it's bite me in the butt. Because now what I had before is now gone. So let me go continue. Existing key. Yeah, okay, I gotta do that. I'll do that over the side here. I'm gonna stretch that out. Sorry, guys. I'm not sharing that stuff with you. I'll do it over here. Boom, boom, boom. Not that I don't trust you guys, but, you know, I'm not sharing my secret codes yet with you guys. Let's see. User acquisition. Game services. Village. Oh crap, where is it? Go to services and API. All applications. Development tool. Where? Oh, services. There it is. Services API. Boom, boom, boom. Go in there. All right. That is off screen. Yes. Sorry, I had to push this off screen for a second. Verify. Invalid format. Jerk. Licensing and that purchase. Okay, I got the right thing selected. Try it again. Copy. Delete. Verify. Really? Now it doesn't even like that. Your licensing key. Make sure you have no extra spaces. Yeah, I got no, there's not. I'm double checking here. Nope. No extra spaces on either side. And it's still telling me that it is not a valid. Okay, you know what? Unity, I hate you so much. I have so much passionate hate for you right now. I'm in the right... Yes, I'm in the right app. Let's see. Careful with the Alt tab. Oh, did it pop up? Oh, okay. Yeah, thanks. Okay. I guess I'm just gonna have to revisit that later. Data will be sent to Unity Analytics. For the dashboard. Oh, it won't even let me. Really? It's not. Wow, and it won't even let me escape out of it now. Okay. Oh, it's on. Okay. Let me move that back. There we go. So, add it in package manager maybe? I'll add the code later. I mean, I have it turned on. I can't make a build with it, of course, at the moment, but that's fine. Where did my other one go? Yeah. Okay. Now we're back. Okay. I clear that. And that's all. Oh, no, it's actually... No, it still hates it. Okay. My AAP. Let me see if I'm actually initialize. My IAP. You saw it there. You saw what there? The in-app purchase stuff? What did you see? At what? And okay, here's package manager. Tell me what I'm missing here. Whoa. In-app purchase package. It's right. Yeah, it's right there. It's search for it. I mean, it's here. And it's verified. So, I mean, it's it's here. I mean, I turned it on. It just didn't like the code for whatever reason, which I'm not gonna. I'll figure that out later. Okay. But it still doesn't. Yeah, it was added, but it still doesn't like these codes. But I mean, this iStore listener may not even be part of IAP anymore. Uni like changing things like every day. So let me. Oops. Let me go kill that here. And just go Uni iStore listener. No, I guess it's still legit. Yeah, 2018 theory. Okay, it is. I checked. Yeah, it's right here. So then, why is it telling me it hates it? I got purchasing. I got that active. So unless there's something else that's different, is there an IAP thing? No, purchasing is active. It cannot be found. Oh man. Alright. It's just getting nastier and nastier, isn't it? Okay. I'm just gonna nuke it off from orbit at the moment. I have the scripts backed up, so I could just kill these and figure it out later. So I just go IAP. Yeah, the script's IAP, my IAP. Bye-bye. And I'm sure I'm referencing it somewhere, so that's going to break something, but at least that should get me closer. Wait, what? Oh! Maybe because I had the purchasing from the previous? Maybe that's what it doesn't like. Because I migrated all that over? So if I purge this, maybe I could just re-download it. Package manager. Purchase. Okay, so remove. And then reinstall. The proverbial turn it on and off again. Off and on again. So hopefully that... Alright, so then... Yeah. Okay. So now that other stuff isn't popping up, so that was it. It was just the fact that there have been major changes since 7-year-old. No, actually, it should have been updated anyways. But obviously, when they went from 5.6 all the way up to 2018, that evolved. So that code was no longer legit. And I may have to do that with some of this other stuff too. Advertisement. I guess I could just go across the board. Whoa. Just remove and reinstall these guys. So that way I know everyone's up to date and won't cause a problem. Look at that. Check out that big old brain on Brad. Alright, do analytics. I'll just go across the board. In theory, these are the latest and greatest, but it doesn't probably look like it. Whoa! Invalid operation. Look at that. Uh-oh. Now it really broke it. Yeah, now I got perpetual errors. Alright, can I just close this package manager? And it's still gonna rock and roll. Look at that. Oh man. Don't save. Bring it back up. What did you do? I looked away for 10 seconds. I was just updating. I was doing the same thing. I was going through the other Unity items, right? Since IAP was old and busted. Whoa, look at that. Oh, ignore. Close that down. Okay, good. It's not doing it again. Yeah. So I was just trying to update all of them. I just thought it made sense. Uh-oh. General? Well, I mean, all of them are probably broken. Well, it doesn't matter because I actually lost Package Manager again, didn't I? Yeah, I mean... So, what I'm demonstrating here, right, in a very prolonged fashion is never, ever, ever try and go from Unity 5.6 all the way up to 2018. Not unless you really want to get pissed off. But yeah, it looks like it's toast again. I gotta start over again. I think. Because it's, I mean, you see it's, yeah. Not unless you know what you're doing. Okay. Right. That's it. Yeah, it's all on me, man. Unity is perfect. It's all on me. Don't delete things that aren't the issue. But they would be, though. What did I delete? The under package manager. All I was using ad network, and analytics, and in-app purchase. So I was just updating those three things because those are the three things I was using. And it just made sense. If in-app purchase had major updates, it made sense that the other two would as well. So I thought it was logical to update because if it doesn't break now, it's most likely going to break here in the future anyways. But alright, so we'll try this yet again. Close all these windows. And let's try this yet again. Documents. 4. Alright. Alright, so 5.6. I'm just going to go ahead and wipe. Package manager issue missing. There's a malformed manifest for it look like this. Alright. You know what? I got another restroom break in my future here. I will check that when I come right back. But I will be right back. Hang tight.
I see smiles to match them. Good times, and you can feel it in the fashion. Even though the heat cooks up the action, the streets still got butterflies, enough kids to catch them. Riding my bike around these lakes, man. Feeling like I finally figured out my escape plan. Take it all in. The day started off all wrong, but somehow now that hangover is all gone. Ain't nothing like the sound of the leaves when the breeze penetrates these southside trees. Leaning up against one, watching the vibe, forgetting all about the stress, thanking God I'm alive. It's so simple, I had to keep the song simple. And when I get home, I'm gonna open all the windows, feeling alright. Stopped at a stop sign, a car pulled up, bumping Fresh Prince's Summertime. Summer sign, feel it in my skin, warming up my mind. Sometimes you gotta give in to win. I love the days when it shines. Whoa, let it shine. Sunshine is fine. Feel it in my skin, warming up my mind. Sometimes you gotta give in to win. I love the days when it shines. Whoa, let it shine. Whoa, let it shine. Whoa, let it shine. Whoa, let it shine. Whoa, let it.
Okay. So, where was I? Let me come back here. Alright, man. Z-Doctor. Yeah. Thanks, man. I know you got your own show to do, so thanks for hanging around. And, yeah. I'll try and stop by and let you know how this all turns out. Maybe it'll go okay. We'll see. Alright. But, yeah, man. Thanks for hanging out with me. And, thanks for the input. It's nice to see that it's not me necessarily, that it is the nightmare of trying to go from 5.6 all the way up to 2018 in one fell swoop. But, you know, I'll get it worked out. It's a bumpy ride, but I'll get it all worked out. Okay. So, let's jump in here. We're going to packages, manifest JSON. Let's go. Really? I can't even open it with anything? So much for that. Alright, back to... Okay. Let's see. Before it looked like this, it looked like that. Okay, I did following, adding the community modules, and fixed it again. Not open, that's not good. Obviously should have never happened. Yeah, you and me both, pal. Clone your project. Load your newly created project clone. Well, that's what I was doing anyways. Okay, so that's really not, unfortunately, as helpful as I'd like. So, I guess I'm just going to do that again. Man, sure seems like 2018 is a lot more fragile. More fragile than I'd like it to be, for sure. I mean, yeah, maybe they got some new features, but, you know, what good are the new features if you can't even get them, get access to them? Okay, so, yep, go ahead and just delete him. Are you gonna take forever? No, it's gonna be quick. Okay, and let's regenerate him. Say new. Hello. Let me select you. All right. Village 0-5-6. So we're starting this from scratch, basically. Create project, like so. What's up? Yep. Okay. All right. That's gonna copy over. It's gonna take a little bit of a time there. Let's see.
Unlimited skips, on-demand play, offline mode, extreme audio quality, connection to almost every device.
Alright, and once that finishes up, I'll shut it down. Cool. Alright, ad should be on. Turn that on. Continue. Really? I just turn it on and it's still off? Enable test mode. Advanced. Yeah. Okay. So that should be good. Come back to dashboard, and hey, look at that. Ads are actually on that time. Congratulations. IAP. Turn that on. Import all that stuff. Install. Alright, and I'll just leave the key up for right now. I won't be able to do a build, but that's fine for right now. Okay. Plugins, leave that. Scenes, I hate that. That's annoying. Alright, so then plugins, what I have, just the Unichannel purchasing. Alright, I have to do that manually to get that one moved over, but that's fine. Okay, so open that bad boy, and we open documents. This guy. Go into assets, and I'm going to do everyone except the plugins. I got to be more gentle with the plugin stuff. So everything else I'm going to drag over. Alright. Okay. And then I say copy here. Not move. I did it right that time. Yeah. What a nightmare, man. I mean, I've migrated from migrated from like 3 to 4 to 5, and never had this kind of an issue. But I guess it was more incremental. Excuse me. I guess I was going from like 3 up to 4 up to 5, whereas this I was trying to go from 5, 6 and leapfrog all the way up to 2018. And yeah, if you want a textbook example of what can go wrong from trying to jump several iterations of Unity at once, I think I'm demonstrating it nicely here. So, okay. Oh, I gotta finish the plugins, don't I? Yes, I do. Let's just go back over here to assets, plugins, and then I want to grab everyone except. Let's see, Unichannel. This should be pretty similar. Okay, I'll just leave that be. So we will leave channel and that alone. Ignore those guys too. Everyone else is going to come over. Yeah, this project is so old that you get to check out this. This project is so old. You can see Windows Phone 8 directory here. So, yes, I've been working on the project that long. Okay. Alright, it's probably going to take a minute to load up. It did before. But, what, I just drink all that? Or didn't fill it up? Okay. So, anyways, thank you guys for hanging out with me. I did not have a clue that this is going to become such a headache. So yeah, so anyone that's actually in 5.6 land, Unity 5.6 land, and they want to go to 2018, obviously the best methodology is to just go ahead and move assets over and just start it up. Start with a clean project, move assets over, and let the project settings get regenerated and just clean up any things that need to get cleaned up. I think that's going to be the proper attack here. Alright, so it's going to load here for a second. Alright. Don't know if you guys want to chat for a second, because this is going to take a couple minutes. But, yeah, see, and I was going in the weekend so excited, because I thought, like, I was truly at the home stretch. I was thinking, like, optimistically, maybe within the next week, I was going to have this thing wrapped and ready to go out for proper beta testing, but kind of not looking like that at the moment. So close. But yeah, it just you know, generally you want to stick with one platform, and I was there. I mean, I've stayed with the 5 Unity 5 for all this time, but then I had a choice. I either dropped my Hannibal Grimm. Hey man, how's it going? Yeah, you caught me in total pain and agony here. I was just, to recap, I was trying to update one of my plugins, which was mandatory because it's my player data stuff, and it was, the version I was using had a broken element to it, and the only way to address it was to update the plugin, and the plugin required going up to a minimum of 2017. So I reluctantly went from 5.6 up to 2018. I might as well, if I'm gonna jump, I might as well jump the whole way, and it's been downhill ever since, man. It's amazing finding out how much you can break when you try and make that leap. So, yeah, it's not pretty. I'm now resorting to creating a brand new file in 2018, moving just my assets over and trying to get it to work. And it's good. We did Christmas early in my house because I work tomorrow. Got the Shawshank screenplay, and I have pie. What kind of pie? Apple, pumpkin, pecan. If it's pecan, man, I'm coming over. But yeah, happy early Merry Christmas. We'll be celebrating tomorrow in a more conventional style. But yeah, and the Shawshank screenplay, that is a work of art, man. That is an absolute work of art. Cherry and pecan, nice. Okay, I'm definitely coming over. But yeah, Shawshank, I love that, man. That is such a beautifully told story. I gotta admit, I've never read the original Stephen King, so I don't know how much of that was, attributable to the adaptation, and how much of that was actually in the original Stephen King story. But yeah, just a beautifully told story. You know, I mean, and Morgan Freeman, and that was just, hey, Tall Tech is just followed. Thank you, man. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. Thanks for coming in. I hate to tell you, your timing is a little bad. Am I the son of Terry Davis? As far as I know, no, unless Mom has been holding out some secrets on me. Okay, now I gotta find out who Terry Davis is. Let's see. Terry... Whoops, I can't spell. Sorry, I'm doing a massive Unity migration right now, so I gotta wait for that to actually come up. Block. Terry Davis. American computer programmer? Let's see. Easy? Oh, you think I look like him, or? Oh, hey. Off stream. Okay, I'll take a look. I'm kind of stymied now anyways. If you look, so I have this situation. I'm trying to go from Unity 5.6 up to 2018, and it's been an utter nightmare. So I'm in the process right now, let's see, of trying to reload the project in 2018. So I'm stalling now anyways. What's going to be on Netflix next month? No, I don't. Surprise me. What do we got coming? I've not looked. I'm sure I'll probably watch it. I've almost burned through all of my primary Netflix list that I'm excited about. So I'm gonna have to start resorting to some of the Netflix stuff that I'm less excited about. Oh, Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Yeah, they switch that back and forth, don't they? They kind of switch that between Amazon. If it's not on one, it's usually on the other. But yeah. So okay, I gotta look at Terry Davis again. Since I'm still waiting. Let's see. He was born in '69. No, I can't be Terry Davis's son because Terry Davis was actually born after me. I'm actually older. So schizophrenia and a handful of other illnesses. He built an OS with the purpose of talking to God. Wow. Okay. Well, like I said, I'm actually technically a little older than him, and I'm sure my wife would tell you that I'm a little nuts, but I'm not full on crazy. But nah, no. Okay. That's some scary stuff right there. Okay. Google Play. Now I've lost Google Play. Wow. If it works, I have some questions. Okay, it has not yet. Okay, let me start with the package manager and in-app purchase. Let me try removing and reinstalling. I did this before and it worked, and then I got ambitious and started doing that for some of the other ones, and then it just broke stuff like crazy. But this one I had good luck with. So yeah, so I just got rid of 10 errors. So that's an improvement. My IAP, it doesn't like what? Okay. So then this might be just the fact that they've changed some of the terminology. Since I was in 5.6 land, that's actually not a terrible thing. Because before, I was having the iStore listener. Even this was like getting remarked out as being invalid. So this is an improvement. But it's gonna require definite upgrade. But yeah, so this is me just Unity changing the terminology and me having to update to match it, I'm sure. But I won't do that yet. I'm more interested in trying to see if I can get this stupid thing loaded up and clean. Oh, that's. Oh, sorry, man. I didn't mean to step on that joke. Oh, that sucks. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm so frazzled. I spent the whole morning trying to get Google Play working again. I had Google Play working perfectly. I did my upgrade. Yeah, and you know what? I don't want to ruin it for you, but I'll go ahead and tell you the answer right now is 42. Okay? I asked God, and He told me. He said the answer is 42. You spent all day trying to play Final Fantasy, and what? Just having trouble? Like I'm having trouble? Okay. Yeah, no. Actually, I don't care about this. Is Hollow Play. I can ignore that for right now. Apply changes. Now you can go away. Okay. Good. So now we're just down to... Oh my god. Am I down to like 0 errors? That is an improvement. Okay. You've been learning Twitch Lab all day. Oh, cool. Sweet. So doing like Twitch extensions and that kind of stuff? I was looking at it originally, but I decided not to like go down that alley. I'd figured out enough on my plate right now, so I didn't have the time to devote to it. But it looks pretty cool. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, so let me go ahead and just see if I can fire this up. Trying to make a game that's playable via Twitch chat. Oh, no, that I did. Actually, I did. Okay, what? Oh, no, I lost all my joystick settings. Crud. And there's probably no way to import all that stuff, is there? Ah. And you're just not going to let that go. Okay. Yeah, I had that. I made a blackjack. If you go back and look at some of my previous streams, I actually did that. I found a plugin for like $5 on the Unity store that allowed me to grab the chat, and I made a blackjack game, but the lag was absolutely killing it. I couldn't figure out a way to make it behave nicely, and I didn't find anyone really on board to play it that much, so I dropped it. But if you're using Unity, I don't know if you are, then you might want to check the store, because there's some, I think there's even a free one that I had trouble getting working, and I think I spent $5 on a plugin and did get it working, but to no avail, I'm afraid, since no one really wanted to play it. Okay, so then what I'm going to have to do is go back. Okay, what I'll do is I set up a version that I can play with the joystick, but I'll just remark out the joystick stuff for the time being, so hopefully I can get that behaving. So is your new plugin? Yeah, I can hunt it down. You know what? Here, kind of my chronological purchases, I should be able to find it. And it did work. It was a situation where I couldn't get it because I had to create a duration for the person to actually make their move, but I didn't want everyone else to have to sit and wait for someone else to play their hand. And because of there's like a 7-second lag in terms of the video, I couldn't find a decent middle ground, and I just realized that no one seemed to be playing it much anyways, so I walked away from it. But let me check here. There it is. Is this guy? Boom. Oh, it's $10. I lied. But yeah, this was it. Twitch chatter. So this allows you to but this allows you to grab the stuff, and it worked beautifully, right? So I'd have like you type ! blackjack and you'd be in, and then you would type ! your bet, and then to play it'd be like !H for hit, stand. I had double down working. I didn't have split working yet. That was the next thing I had to add to it, but like I said, no one seemed to really be interested in playing it, so it disappeared. But it's something I might revisit for something else, if I can think of a better thing besides the little guys that are there at the bottom of the screen already. But yeah, if you want to do an expedited approach, I highly recommend this. This worked really well for me, and $10, that's a bit of a no-brainer. Okay, so then I still got another guy here. Alright. So, let me take these guys out. Yeah, so the reason I have the joystick stuff added, because I was doing a demo at San Diego Comic-Con, and I work off of touchscreens, and the touchscreens just died on me. So I had my laptop there, and I frantically added joystick support to the game. So now I have these joysticks, but now because I migrated everything over but left the project settings out, that means that all my input settings have disappeared. And that's such a boring, time-consuming thing to add. I think it's faster if I just go ahead and try and fix, or just mark out the joystick commands at the moment. Hopefully that's enough. Yep, that did it. Okay. I've got to do some freelance work, but I'll definitely be back. Have a great stream. Thanks, man. Thanks for the follow. Thanks for hanging out. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I start at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and I go to about 4 o'clock my time. But yeah, go do your work, and hopefully you can come back on Wednesday or Friday or whenever. But thanks for coming by, and definitely thank you so much for the follow. I do appreciate that, man. All right. Oh, but then I got an error anyways. Now what does it hate? Game Center? Wait, I should be... Oh, because I'm in PC land. Interesting. Okay. That's actually legitimate. Thanks. Ciao. Yeah, thanks, man. Cool, thanks for stopping by. Okay, that's a legitimate error. That's something I need to fix anyways. I have the menu set up for either... Oh, but you know what? That might be missing. Let's see. Menu Game Center. Yep, okay. I'm going to have to fix that. First... Whoa. Why do we see nothing here? Let's see. Boom. It is select registration. That should be the guy. Yeah, this is... Okay, because it broke my other scene, I had to go to one that's 2 days old. And so I have to update this, which is no big deal. I'll just do a quick fix on this. So I have select registration, and then I'm going to split it into two. So Google Play version, and then a Game Center version. Alright, and I should be in Android mode, but it defaulted to PC. So let me, if I can be brave enough, I'm going to go ahead and, fingers crossed, I can switch without it breaking. Let's drop over to Android real quick. Switch platforms. Right. And the reason I'm so nervous, if you're just hanging out with me just now, it's not ready to use. Good. Oh, good. Okay. So I've been using Unity 5.6 on this project for several years now. And because I had to update one of my plugins, and it was mandatory, and the plugin mandated that I went up to 2017. So now I'm taking a 5.6 project that has legacy stuff that's been several years old and trying to go from 5.6 all the way up to 2018, Unity 2018. And it's been a nightmare. It has just been so ugly. But let's see. So, file, build settings. And I have no scenes. Look at that. I'll at least put that one in there. And I'll make the deleted one go away. Good. Okay. So let's go ahead and clear. Go up to my menu. Find that first menu. And I know I got too much stuff here. This is done improperly. I'm much more artist than I am programmer. And part of this is just through ignorance, and part of it was just because it was sort of improvisational game design. So yes, I'm fully aware of the fact that this is not the proper way to approach this, but, you know, the next game, it will not be like this. But this game, I'm not changing it at this point. Oh, it's select registration. Forgot. Select on game. Alright. Let me find it. Where is it? Where is it? Should be two of them side by side with nothing attached to them. Oh, you know what? I know why. I gotta go into the code and actually set it up. Apologies. Okay. Oh. Ignore. It's old. Okay. There we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Alright, so then first registration should be up here. Yep. Alright. Alright, I'll find it here. It's just buried. There it is. First registration, Google Play. First registration, Game Center. There we go. Alright, I'll clean this up later. And this is Google Play, so I'm going to just knock this stuff out for a moment. So I had this all set up, but the build got corrupted, so I had to go to one that's 2 days old. So some of this stuff is now incorrect, but that's okay. I just want to make sure I'm getting stuff back to where I was. Alright, so this is a Game Center version, so I'm just going to hide this for the time being. And I'll make it prettier later on. Excuse me. Okay. And then I still got Project Manager. Yes. Good. Okay. I think I'm making headway. So the whole thing came about with the fact that when I did this migration, I completely failed to have Project Manager listed. That's good. And when I was trying to modify prefabs, it was just absolutely breaking stuff and deleting. That's actually what happened was, excuse me, the prefab, when I tried to update it, it completely deleted, nuked all of my GUI stuff, right? And it just, and saved the scene without even asking. It corrupted the scene, and it was gone. So thankfully I had a 2-day-old build, so I didn't lose too much. But yeah, good. I'm in better shape now. So now the big question mark. I'm going to go ahead and go file, new scene, so I can't corrupt anything. And now my attempt is going to be, let's see which plugins, I want resources. And see if I can update a prefab. And this is something I was failing at miserably, but now that I've moved all the assets into a 2018 scene with 2018 project assets, hopefully this is going to work now. Okay. Oh, that's a good sign. He's already at A. He's B. Okay. So, just for the fun of it. So, in theory... Oh, no. Actually, let me not do it this way. No. Let me do it the way you're supposed to do it, which is icon selection, open prefab. Alright, so this is what I was facing before. I don't understand how I'm supposed to actually edit anything. Yeah, and this is what it did. It generated a UI root on the fly and deleted my other one, which killed all of my stuff. That is just buggy. I hate that. Okay. Not happy with Unity. Alright, so if I just take this guy, and let's just say I make him like, there. Just change it to that. So, that's weird because I don't even see it in the scene, do I? It's not even there. File, new scene, don't save. Okay, in GUI, create a sprite. But then it didn't add the camera, did it? Okay. Huh. That's totally bizarre. That seems like NGUI, and I think I have the latest and greatest version of NGUI. I can double check. All the add-ons to NGUI, it's hard to find the actual NGUI plugin by itself. Really? Okay. I'll go to my own purchases. Should find it that way. Okay. See if this changes anything. I thought I already had the latest and greatest installed, and it looks like I do. Yeah. A couple of minor things. Alright, I'll just import. See if that addresses any of this issue. So my issue is all I want to do is, because once again I've been using Unity 5.6 and earlier editions for the last decade, and to update a prefab you simply tweak it like you want and just hit update, right, and it's fixed. But for the life of me I can't understand how to make a simple change in 2018. So if I open up the prefab, let me just try something. It's an experiment. Maybe I'm going to find out if the issue is actually with the NGUI. So let me do this. Let me go file, new scene, don't save. We'll say create. I'll just create a couple objects here. Like that. Alright, and then this guy. Okay. Let me get out of 2D mode. Okay, so take this guy and I'll drag him into the root just so I have something set up there. That's good. File, new, don't save. Cube. Open prefab. There it is. Wow. Alright. So I'm totally hosed. It's like you can't do a prefab with NGUI in 2018. Because now I've got this up and you see everything is displayed, right? Like it should be. That's okay, this is correct, right? So if I come out, right? And if I come back over here, and this is a prefab based on NGUI content, but when I bring that, oops, if I go ahead and just go, oh, open prefab, you see I got, no, actually it did work that time. Look at that. It just made a liar out of me. That's the first time it's actually worked. What is different now? Here, open prefab. Look at that. It's like whatever, because before, if you guys saw it, right? It was just this. There was nothing else here. There was no drop down. All right, and I got autosave on. So then for the fun of it, I take him and I just switch him to like that. Boom. And if I just go ahead and say file, new scene, icon selection, it did it. Wow, it's finally working. That's great. I don't know what's different. I don't know why Unity started behaving all of a sudden, but I'm thankful. All right, open prefab, and everything is displayed. That's a miracle. Okay, let me switch him back like he should be. Just like that. All right, and then these guys, that's A, that's B, C, D. I gotta make sure these are all in the right order, because this is all a modular kind of structure. So when you select it, I want to make sure that you're actually choosing what I think is the right character. It's A, B. Yeah, all these are wrong. C, D, E. Okay, that's correct. And then he's wrong too. Alright, so I just gotta quickly go through these and update them. So they're all in the same order. D, E. Finally. Last one. A. Oops. B. C. Oh, he's already right. D. And E. There it is. Whew. Okay. So then he should be totally updated because autosave is on. So we got a new scene. What's your icon? Just drag it in here. Yes. Finally. Wow. Okay, so I had one bit of good news finally for a change. So that's good. Okay. So now the next question is, just out of curiosity, if I come back to Valley Village, let's see if I can actually do a proper build. Gradle. Player settings. Sneak this over the side. Actually, I don't think I probably had to because, yeah, it was all hidden anyways. But oh, I lost that too, didn't I? Oops. Let me load this up again. Ah, that's all broken. All right, because the project manager started fresh, I gotta re-add all that stuff. But I'm just happy that I got prefabs working again. That's all on. That's all on. Excuse me. So I need to update the ad stuff. Uh-oh. Okay. But we're at 4 o'clock. This has been so nerve-wracking. I may not go much beyond 4. And I have so much to fix that I'll do offline. But yeah, that was ugly. So anyways, anyone that watches this video or wants to share it, this is a beautiful testament about the do's and don'ts, or excuse me, the don'ts and don'ts of going from Unity 5.6 to 2018 with a very old project with tons of plugins. But it looks like I'm actually there. Let's see. Let's see if I can do this real quick. If I come over here. Okay, I should move that over, but you know what? I'll just cheat it. Go to the old one. Okay. That's good. I'll leave it as unsigned. See if it'll let me get away with it. I'm anxious to see if it'll actually do the build properly or if it'll crash in and burns. Bring this back over. Create a new folder. Builds. Android. I think there's like a 60-40 possibility of actually working. That may be generous. Oh. Oh, that's all broken, isn't it? Okay. Oh, shoot. Okay, let me update this real quick. Hang tight. Yeah, and I lost all my icon stuff. Okay, I'll fix that. Option settings. Other settings. There it is. Let's go. And just leave everything else as is. Okay. Build. Here we go. Let's see how far we get. About that far. Is less than. Okay. Let me see what my other settings are. Fine, I'll throw up to 26. Who wanted 25? Use highest installed. I got like 28 in there, so. I think I had that before, where I had it properly set, but every time it would tell me that the wrong SDK was selected. So I may actually have to face that every time I do a build. Annoying, but I just chalk it up to being a quirk. Alright, so hasn't crashed so far. If this goes all the way across, I will consider this a win. That I'm fully up to date on 2018. Call it a Christmas miracle. 'Tis the season, right? So I feel better about it now. So I mean, you understand my frustration. I mean, there was like over an hour worth of trying to figure out why I could not modify prefab, and that was because Unity broke the project when I went from 5.6 to 2018. But I had no way of knowing that because I have not been using 2018. I've been sticking with 5.6 for as long as I could. But you know, so it was a catch, you know. I'm trying to figure out what was broken and what I was I was trying to figure out what I was doing wrong, and turns out I wasn't doing anything wrong. I was just using a project that was messed up. Hannibal, welcome back, buddy. You're just in time to see what might be a successful build. Let's see. I think I've actually got myself back with a properly updated 2018, and it looks like I'm hopeful. I don't want to jinx it. Don't want to jinx it, but it looks like it's actually going to go all the way through. Maybe. Oh. You were there the whole time running a dungeon. Oh. It was not configured. Game servers were not yeah, I don't care. Who cares? But it made the build. 68. How does that compare to my previous? One sec here. Documents, 5.4, builds, Android. Oh, yeah. So my last build was 68.6, and this is 68.5, so that's fantastic. The Google Play stuff is totally broken, which I'm fine with fixing that in a second. I missed Final Fantasy 14. Oh, that we were talking about it earlier? Or, wait, who was it was trying to play it? I forgot. I'm scrolling back. I missed it. Well, it feels like that's what I went through. Oh, what is this? Oh, no. More bad videos? Oh, this is painful. This is like old times now.
Your neck for that Ellison boyfriend? Is your Rogadin getting you Roga down? Coat rack not wanting to stay still? Introducing Lalafell. The short, spunky sidekick you can set him free.
Oh.
That much-needed cuteness in
Hannibal
your
strikes
red
again.
breath. A fountain of youth you can adore, even in old age.
I had a Mikote husband. I used to hate the way he sat around and looked sexy and hot without a shirt on. Now that I've swapped him with the Lalafell, I don't have to worry about my...
Oh, no.
Thanks,
This is so
Lalafell.
terrible.
They are so handy. I use them for just about everything.
Thanks, Lalafell.
Don't let their hype fool you. These Lalafells come pleasantly packed with precious appeal. There's no end to the things you
Oh,
can do
yeah?
with a Lalafell. You can hug them, pet them, hide them, kiss them, mash them, cook them, throw them,
Cook them.
drink tea with them, do their hair, go bowling, pretend melon,
Yeah,
remote
go bowling.
spam the market board, have a parade, have a conversation, recreate the birth process, clown around, play cards, dance for eternity, and much, much more. Your Lalafell is sure to be the talk of the town.
Saw my friends out in Idleshire and they were surrounded by Lalafells, and I thought, damn girl, I didn't get me some of that shit.
They even come
Custom Lalafells.
Old Lalafell, Big Lalafell, Hipster Lalafell, Young Lalafell, Bunny Lalafell, Lion Lalafell, Moogle Lalafell, Snake Lalafell, Ninja Lalafell, Evil Lalafell, Lalafell.
Lalafells are not evil. Nice little subliminal.
Peach Lalafell, Empress Lalafell, Sad Lalafell, Happy Lalafell, Toy Lalafell, President Lalafell, Peeping Lalafell, Creeping Lalafell. So many Lalafells,
Wow.
we don't even have time to show you them all. But wait,
There's
there's more.
more.
Lalafell
Act
is a
now.
bonus bag of Pomotos. Grow your own Lalafell right in your garden. They'll sprout right out of the ground in no time at all. That's 10 times the Lalafell for a single Lalafell value. This offer is not seen in stores. You must call now. Operators are standing by. Call 1-800-5252-335. That's 1-800-LALAFEL. Operators are standing by. Offer not available.
30-day
Guardian
comeback
Control
guarantee.
Costumes not included. The entire information package is free. There is no obligation. Call 1-800-5252-335. That's 1-800-LALAFEL.
Not an actual number. Do not call. Not responsible if you do. All right, that was pretty funny. That was good. Oh man, that cracked me up. That's funny. Oh, I needed that laugh, man. This has just been a brutal day. Google Play just completely wrecked my world for the first half, and then the Unity migration was brutal. But at least the Unity is set now, so that's good. Oh yeah, you play it on this game, so that one hits close to home for you, right? That's funny. Oh, I still got errors, but those are clearable, so I will not worry about them. Oh, jeez. Okay. I'm slightly after 4, and I'm just so burnt. This has been so ugly. I think I'm going to wrap it up here. But, on a good note. I mean, at least I do actually have 2018 functioning correctly. And I'll revisit the Google Play stuff and hopefully get that. Hopefully get that plugged in. But thanks to everyone that came by. Don't know who else is still hanging on at the moment, but thanks for the new follows that I got today. I appreciate that tremendously. And thanks for you guys. Hannibal, thanks for hanging out there to the bitter end. But I'm going to wrap it up at this point. Excuse me. I think I'm losing my throat anyways, my voice here. But oh, you got one more? Do I want to know? Let's see. I'm clicking on the other side here. Oh, is that that's your character? I'm guessing that's your guy? That's cool, man. Of your Lala. Nice. Purple hat. Yeah, I like that. It's got like the purple war paint going. Cool. Nice. All right, man. Thank you so much. Thanks for hanging out, and thanks for watching me suffer through the pain. This helmet is a staple of the character. Yeah, the helmet's like a third of his body size, isn't it? Almost. That's funny. And it's good for ramming too, right? Behemoth helm. Cool. All right, man. It's good to see you again. I'm glad you came by. Hope you can make another time. I'm definitely gonna call it a day, at least for the stream, because that was just painful. You can open and close the mouth on it. Okay, that's cool. Awesome. Yeah, very anime. Very anime. All right. Thanks again, man. All right. So before I head out, I'll do the obligatory plugging. So if you're watching the stream and you want to come and chat with me after the fact, there is my Discord channel. So I highly recommend joining my Discord channel if you want to ask me anything, talk about anything, or laugh at me from my brutal failures today. You can do it there. If you have an Android device and you'd like to try out Valley Village in its current form, you can go and check out the beta. There is the link for Google Play Store. If you don't have an Android device, I'm tired, and you still want to give it a try, come on over to my webpage, Scary Robot. If you go there, you can actually go to Valley Village, and I have a WebGL version. It's a slightly older version, but it's still very, very playable. And then last and least, I'll put up here, even though I neglect it way too much, there is my Twitter. So if you want to catch up with me on Twitter as well. But if you want to reach me, Discord is by far the best way to reach me. I'm pretty much on that 24/7. If I'm not answering, that means I am sleeping. But anyways, thanks again, everyone. Thanks for hanging out with me. And hopefully you can make it back on Wednesday. And for those of you who celebrate it, Merry Christmas. For those that don't, I'll see you Wednesday. But aside from that, you guys take care, and I will see you on Wednesday, all right? All right, guys. Take care, and adios.
On you never defended your honor, took in your mama when she tried to rehab and had your back through the drama. You got a 6 stone under your ribs, where a heart is supposed to live. Sick, twisted, and vindictive with your windows dim. Baby, in that wicked hard bullfish, you must shiver. How you threaten to kill the most precious gift that you'll ever be blessed with unless you twist.